Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Sprawl here on the Shadowcasters Network. And today we're having our usual episode, but with a special twist because it's the 36-hour Streamathon, and we've been streaming for 21 hours, and I'm perfectly sane.
Oh dang!
I'm like
Ozzy.
I think your mic just dropped for a split second there, Oz.
Was it a split second? Was it all of it? Because if it was all of it, then that's bad. But if it's
like the last 3 seconds, it was like the last.
It was like the last, yeah.
Yeah.
Mic issues in tow, our lovely master of ceremonies.
Mm-hmm.
Plaguing us this poor streamathon.
Well, I wonder, did everyone hear that? Yeah, split second. It seemed like.
Ooh.
Nice dipping out again. It's not like a noise gate, is it?
I don't.
Do you think there's an option to switch mics for you, by the way?
Nope. This is my only microphone.
Currently.
This is my only microphone.
It's on like a heavy delay, unfortunately. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
This is probably not the start that you were expecting.
No.
But
Yeah,
this
no.
is the nature of marathons, unfortunately.
Let me go ahead and.
The ones that are getting in.
Hold on. Let me restart. Let me drop in and drop out of the call and hope that helps.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, that's good. Cross your fingers.
Right back.
Okay. Okay, let's see.
Overlay, just scrub.
Okay,
Yeah,
this
chat.
helped.
What's up?
Has this helped? At all?
Yes, I heard you.
Okay.
Yes,
we'll
we can
find
hear
out.
you.
Yeah. You know what? Honestly, like, if you need me to repeat something, just tell me to repeat it. So.
Sure thing. Yeah, we'll make it work.
Well, yep.
All right, let's have a real start to the show. All right, hello everybody, and welcome to the Sprawl here on the Shadowcasters Network, where we are playing. We're playing the Cyberpunk tabletop RPG powered by the Apocalypse, and today is a very special day. It's the 36-hour Streamathon.
Hey!
Yeah.
Woo! Streamathon! Yo,
So,
it's been awesome. Like,
It's been
the whole
awesome.
thing.
And I woke up and I saw that
we're
we
going to
met
make it
our
more
goal.
awesome.
We met our goal. Like, how cool is
we
that?
did it!
So
The
yeah.
lights are staying on. The lights are staying on.
Bam! We got another. Yeah.
Yeah, we get paid. Payday!
Important,
Best part of a
Nathan.
run.
That's not important.
Ha! You clearly are not playing all the Cyberpunk.
Cut a rug on stream.
Now that
Okay.
said, we still have, like, that doesn't mean that we get to just stop. We have a bunch of cool stuff still to give away.
Stopping.
Yeah, we have a bunch of cool stuff still to give away, a bunch of cool content, and in addition to that, like, lots of cool perks if you haven't had a chance to contribute. And we have stretch goals that we're also trying to meet. So our first stretch goal, when we get 4,500, we're gonna hire someone to help give our website a much needed makeover. And then after that, at 5,000 stretch goal, we'll hire an additional staff. We'll hire somebody to help out so that Bobby and I can get some extra sleep.
Hire somebody. So you mean just pick somebody up off the street and say, "Hey, you're hired."
Yeah.
You're part of Shadowcasters Network now, chum. Have fun.
That's pretty much how they picked me up, so I don't know. And anyway, so then
I know, same. Like, you just picked me up by the fucking scruff of my neck and said, "Allison, you're part of Shadowcasters now." And I'm like, okay.
welcome.
Yes. Kind of picked me up like a fucking cat, just like.
We also have additional stretch goals, like looking further into the future. At 5,500, we're going to start a monthly Shadowcasters Network community talk show, where we're hoping to do a bunch of like giveaways and cool stuff on it, as well as recognize any awesome contributions from the community and reward them with stuff. And finally, so we have to do a little more R&D on that, but that's the general concept of that, and we're really excited about doing it. And then at the 6,000 stretch gold, Prism Shard will produce a 3-track Cyberpunk EP for your RPG games, and he's going to take suggestions from everybody. He's basically, the idea is he wants to produce music that you don't typically find on your typical Cyberpunk search. So if you're looking for exploitation music for your Shadowrun games, you know, we can probably request that, or whatever. Yeah, so I'm really excited about that because there's a lot of cool stuff.
Let's do some Goblin Rock.
Yeah.
Goblin.
So
Yeah.
how can you help this game? Well, we're actually setting up a cool system. Basically, every $25 that we raise while we play the Sprawl, all of the cast are going to get a reroll in their community pool. And rerolls in a Powered by the Apocalypse game, super huge, important, potential lifesavers. Please, yeah. So basically what we're gonna do is after we hit 41.25, we're at 41.20, then we'll do every $25 after that. We'll go ahead and mark a reroll for the team. And that's how you can help them survive, because they're about to do a run on Memory Gold's super smart mecha factory. To sabotage the factory and shut it down. Geppetto, the character of Geppetto, played by Nathan, is also has an additional special goal, which is to graffiti the place to convince the robots, the androids, and the mechas within the facility to defect and take over the facility for themselves, and potentially even join the Gunpla, which is his organization of liberated androids that Geppetto said, hey, what kind of body would you actually like to be in? And allowed them the free choice and liberty to just exist in a chassis of their choice.
Yeah. Super important.
It
almost feels like a thing that everybody should be able to do. Funny that.
I actually have to do this so I can do a thing later. Hold up.
Okay. And last but not least, so yeah, I think that's generally everything that we need to cover. Sinon's a little hurt. He lost his he lost a couple of abilities there, his skill wire abilities.
Got beat up.
Yeah, but we're gonna go ahead and just hop right in, shall we?
Okay.
All right, so everybody, welcome back, or welcome if it's your first time here, to the Miami Arc Sprawl. So we're gonna start with a little prologue, because the Ziggurat Corporation's clock has advanced to 2200 or 21, which is now the corporation hires their best against them. So
that'll be fine.
You say that.
So
Don't jinx us, Sprawl Dad.
Here, let's go ahead and find. I like that one. Adjusting the soundtrack. We zoom in on an office in the Ziggurat's giant headquarters. It's an actual like pyramid that juts out from the ocean and has a bunch of sublayers as well, and that built from the ocean floor. And going not quite to the tippy top of Ziggurat, but somewhere around the top executive level floors, we meet an individual who is tapping impatiently on his desk. This is Racim De Palma. He's an executive here at Ziggurat. The executive that was behind the development of Express, the android that this team has liberated and is now central to the plot to sabotage the facility. Racim De Palma, upon hearing that this team is also being hunted by Syracuse forces for reasons beyond his knowledge, but the assumption that they must want to acquire Express as well, decides to pick up his comms and contacts and dials a number. And we cut to the other side of a buzzing office, and a black female in a power suit with very like white, like just like very subtle kind of tribal lines done in makeup on her face, and this like nice afro kind of hairstyle. Picks up the phone and says, "The atelier. How may I direct your call?" And Racim De Palma says, "I would like to put in a subscription for 672 months." And she leans back in her chair and says, "Tabitha Voss speaking, head of the Atelier fashion magazine. And what is it exactly that you require?" And the Racim passes along any information that he has on your team. It's not much, but it's some. And essentially says, "I need them captured or killed. I need to locate something that they have of ziggurats." To which Tabitha reviews the files and says, "All right, we'll talk price shortly," and hangs up and turns to it was a smash cut to a fashion shoot that is happening within the Atelier facility as an Indian plus-sized model with this like heavy cyberware arm, a Russian female, very svelte, this silver platinum hair arcing backward and resting on her shoulders, a very muscular black male that has vitiligo. He's got, so it's like the deficiencies that like where he has pigmentation loss, so it kind of looks like spotty, and like this white streak in his hair, and a non-binary Korean with like this cropped hair tousled and swept over one eye. They're all currently in like pyramid formation, like diamond formation, doing pose, pose, pose. And Tabitha Voss strolls in on her high heels and snaps, and everyone clears the room except the models. And Tabitha goes, "We have a job." And they all look and shrug and let's go. And we cut. So.
Okay. Oh boy.
I'm so excited to be murdered by these people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I am too. It's going to be a combination of, oh my god, I've seen you all in the magazines, holy fuck, and oh fuck, you're trying to kill me, shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know whether to be like, I don't know how to feel.
Yeah.
Very concerned.
Quick cuts to shots of different weapons, such as sniper rifle, electric mono whip, knives, silenced submachine guns, poisoned fingertips, motorcycle, katana, shuriken, the grenades. Things are being retrofitted on the models, and they fly into the Miami Arc Sprawl from the New York Arc Sprawl.
Boy.
New York is also partially underwater. Oh no!
Of course.
Oh, lovely.
And just for funsies,
that's right. No.
For funsies, I want to
makes
do
sense.
like I did want to do a cut because I actually find, well, you know what? No, let's get to the action.
Sure.
Geppetto, before we get started, I'd like to do a flashback as well for Geppetto. Could you tell me about
Absolutely.
the very first recruit that you ever had for the Gunpla? And what came
Ooh.
about? Like, why did the Gunpla come to be?
Oh.
Clicker there. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Mic check.
Yep.
Mic check.
Hi.
There we go. Hi everyone.
Oh God.
Well, the very first. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. I've been recently thinking about Geppetto's very worst, but their first is interesting. Okay, let's go. We've already met Geppetto's first member of the Gunpla. They were in the raid on the apartment complex when Syracuse and Ziggurat were trying to go and take the fake Express / the fake Angel. It is a delivery robot called Fast Track, they them. All that we saw of them at the time was just a big grappling hook shooting across the apartment complex. But their build is you could affectionately describe them as a gremlin. They are quite squat. Most of the kind of power in them is designed to do stuff and swing around urban landscapes, very kind of like Spider-Man or Attack on Titan-esque. Their previous gig was fully grounded. They were all wheels, all storage, and felt horribly limited by where they could go and what they could do. They always kind of like looked up at the tops of the skyscrapers and could see drones flying about and were like, oh man, that could be me. And I think they just were normally just delivering a package to Geppetto's like house. And Geppetto, in their just general nature, invited the delivery robot in for some tea, and they had a talk. And Geppetto was like, I could do something about that. And bish bash bosh, before you know it, Fast Track has an entirely new body able to reach the heights that they have dreamed of. And there was a suggestion of like, hey, you should like do this for more robots. Geppetto's like, yeah. And then that became the story. That was the origin of the Gunpla, I think.
Nice. All right,
There we go.
According to chat, we're at 4175. That means 2 rerolls.
Woo!
Hey!
Yay! Not only one, but 2. Keep them coming. We need them.
We will, guys. Come on, keep them
I
coming.
promise you, we will use them.
So
These are not rainy day things. We bust these out if somebody's going to die.
yeah.
Oh, good Lord.
So we smash cut to this helicopter that's making its way across the sea to the floating island factory. However, it's still not in sight, and I realized what we need to do is actually some legwork. So why don't we
There are
do
two very important roles that Geppetto needs to make as part of their character for this job.
So before you all boarded this helicopter, I do want to suggest that yes, we do some legwork, and also that Sinon, if you wish, you can choose to tick that countdown clock, the 72-hour countdown clock forward to heal one segment at a time if you so choose. To take some time, or do you want to go into the job injured?
Nope, let's go in injured.
Yeah.
Nope. We ain't got time for that.
All right.
Oh yes. Many things about time, guys.
All right.
Ooh. Has Oz frozen? Oh no,
Oh, boy.
Oz is frozen for me. Can you hear him?
No, I can't.
Here, hold on. I'll rejoin. All right.
It's
Is this
all
better?
good.
Right, there we go. Yeah, we go.
Okay.
Thank you.
Here now.
Crazy. All right, so
And adjust.
let's do like snippets, kind of like montage of legwork.
Sure.
So all right, so I also wanted to, let me not forget, I wanted to advance the countdown clock, the threat clock, basically, for Ziggurat Hunters are looking for Express. So that's going to
You can
advance by
forget about
one
that
segment.
clock. It's okay. You don't need to remember that. It's all right.
Clocks, who knows?
Because now
I
the
don't know.
atelier has been hired, and they are professional assassins.
Which is very exciting.
Yes.
Very. It's just kind of like, I love them, but they're trying to kill me. This is horrible. Terrible and wonderful at the same time.
And also, since Express is central to this plot, I did also want to set up this. The harm clock for Express. In case it, you know,
Oh no!
comes up.
Hey!
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh no.
Oh,
If anything
no.
happens to this robot, I'm gonna kill everybody in this room and then myself.
All right, so
Whoa, whoa.
so Geppetto, what do you want to do for
Hey
your
now.
legwork?
So, there is an important thing that all pushers get as one of their moves. In a similar way that Sign-On had special roles that they did when they started in Infiltration, I have the move Driven. Whenever we begin a mission that furthers my vision, roll Edge. And I would figure that in a mission where we specifically go to a warehouse full of robots to steal them, that is definitely within my remit.
Yeah.
So let's go and make a swift edge roll.
Especially to convert them.
I have 1 in edge.
Yeah.
I do not have any forward in this circumstance, so let's go. What is
That's an
that?
8.
Roll 20s being slow.
7. That's an 8. Yeah, 5. So yeah.
7 to 9. That's a partial success. I gain 1 hold. So I may spend that 1 hold before rolling any other move to take +1 or -2 forward on the move.
Awesome.
So I have that locked away for the mission later, which is good. I guess there's not really much of an actual RP thing that becomes of that. It's just me getting stoked. So
yeah, I mean, we all know
hyped
how
up.
much this mission definitely means to you, so.
yes, I believe at the end of
Geppetto
the...
is just like, yeah. Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. I believe at the end of the last session, there was a very brief scene at the Gunpla with Geppetto and Express kind of talking about what Express wants. And I think tailing off on the scene of that, there's kind of like a little bit of a similar kind of like fast cut montage of the assassins, probably shot the exact same way to give it some poetry of kind of grabbing lots of different tools, refitting one of the members of the Gunpla, Pantone, who's going to be our graffiti artist for this mission, with all the resources she needs to get her shit done. And
You're talking about. I'm sorry.
Geppetto's feeling real psyched. He's they're ready for some action. They're super into it.
You're
Right,
just
so
talking about
Express and
shooting
Pantone.
things, and I'm just like, as your resident camera grandma, I'm just like, ooh, yes, this is good. You can see it, but yeah.
All right.
Is there any other legwork that I need to do? There is, but it requires a little bit of a thing from Whistleblower. So if you wouldn't mind, I have a brief scene with that to kind of set up those wheels in motion.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. I did need to call you anyway, so.
Okay. I don't have a voice mod on this particular machine, so I'll have to do it with all my normal voice, but it's all good.
Just put a low pass on your throat. It'll be okay.
It's easy. I'm also Pop Robot. Good afternoon, Whistleblower.
Geppetto.
Very thank you so much for the assistance in our last bit of kerfuffle. We all had a pretty good, strong role in that, and you definitely helped us get out alive, so I appreciate that from you.
It was the least I could do. I just wish the circumstances didn't have to come to that.
Oh, well, you know, life and times are hard and corporations are bastards, huh? So, there's a little bit of a thing that I think would be very beneficial to the mission going forward, but I need a little bit of legwork done. I won't bore you with the finer details about it, but I did want to find out if there's been anybody who's been fired from Memory Gold relatively recently in a kind of like unfair dismissal kind of way. If you wouldn't mind getting me the contact details of somebody who fits that criteria, that would be absolutely peachy.
I'll start looking into it now.
I knew I could count on you. Well, actually, the whole not seeing you in person and only speaking to you with vocal cords and thing.
For formality, but I just have something I need to tell you.
Oh, yes.
Now, I imagine this is on the helicopter when we're talking about this discussion.
I guess this is all flashback pre-helicopter.
We got
With that throw a wrench and things. Should this come up later?
Syracuse is still on Angel's Trail. And I'm not sure what I can do to slow it down at this rate.
That's very unfortunate. I mean, I'll pass that on to Angel. I'm not quite sure if you have the contact details. I know that there's a bit of friction between the two of you. Sorry?
Keep this to yourself for now, for the job.
Yes, of course. I will remember to keep an eye out on her behalf. I'm surprised, actually. You seem to be putting a great deal of personal care in this particular hit out on you. If you're in a position to reveal literally anything about yourself, opening up to a friend, because that's what friends do. Stares into camera.
I need to ask you.
Why are you so invested? I mean, it's noble, don't get me wrong, but I'm just curious.
I'll need to ask you a couple questions.
A question with a question? Well, okay.
Are you still looking for Colette? How invested are you in trying to find her?
I mean, to be honest with you, I'm trying my best to let bygones be bygones. It's the circumstance with Miss Otoyemi is very regretful, and I fear that if she did come into my life again, I am not quite sure how I personally would take that. I am definitely not sure about how my friends would take that. So for the time being, let's just hope we don't cross paths again. Even if I forgive her, other people might not.
So, Whistleblower just kind of looks away from his terminal for a moment, just kind of thinking on his words for a second. He's obviously actually really bothered by this, because Colette's kind of a big deal, and Geppetto knows this. So after a pause...
Is this you, sorry, go ahead.
I need a reason I can trust you.
Oh, that's cute. That's cute. The faceless online entity says a thing about trust. That's adorable.
Geppetto, please.
Oh, I'm being deadly serious. I think you're being a bit of a hypocrite, but go on.
I might need to tell you something important, but I need to know I can trust you.
I see. So to put a bit of two and two together, you're asking if I'm still necessarily on the trail of Miss Otoyemi. I mean, I could be. I don't personally super want to, because as I say, it's a bit of an emotional bugbear. But then the way that you're sticking to it, I assume it's maybe hitting a bit of a nerve for you too. So I suppose we're allied in that way.
It's not just about Colette. It's... What I'm doing right now is very dangerous. And if I don't tread lightly, I could compromise not only myself, but the entire cause I've been fighting for. So I need to know, if I'm going to tell you something important, I need to know that information is in good hands.
Oh, right, I see. I mean... of the two of us, you are the person that's about liberating information freely to others, so I wouldn't worry. But okay, enough being snide. I solemnly swear that the information that you tell me, I will not leak to anybody else, not even my closest friends.
All right, so Whistleblower's having such a huge internal debate right now because he needs to make sure he knows the context of why this Syracuse thing's a big deal. This timer. So Whistleblower's actually going to look through things he found of Geppetto in the past, and he's going to just flick through a little list and be like, okay.
Just tell me why you're doing this whole thing.
I mean, I'm incredibly open about why I do the things I do. I'd assume you've watched my Twitch stream where I live work on new chassis for robots who decide to join the cause. So to put it simply, it feels the height of hypocrisy to work incredibly hard on bringing new sentient life into the world and then treating them like mere tools. How would you feel if we used parts of yourself to go and create a clone of you or your own child, specifically so it could water and tend my back garden? It's a human rights issue.
Well, I believe in your cause, and this is why I feel I can trust you more than I can trust Angel.
I'm very flattered.
I can't tell you the specifics now. We need to finish the job first, but I will let you know that I am closer to Syracuse than I let on. There's a reason I'm able to keep a very firm tap on this strike team attempting to come for Angel.
Thank you for sharing that. Geppetto's face actually appears to be quite genuine. Thank you for sharing that with me. I appreciate you opening up like that. That's the first time you've actually decided to really reveal anything personal about yourself, even if it's not your face, and I respect that. I would say, however, though, that was actually not so difficult to infer. Just your personal investment, the amount of knowledge that you do know about Syracuse, gave hints of personal closeness on more than one level, let's say. But let's just keep that between you and me. I think there is a little bit of additional subterfuge you might need to do if you kind of want to keep that side of your life secret from Sign-On and Angel. But I respect your trust.
Well, if we make it through this job alive, I might even tell you my name.
Oh my gosh.
But for now...
Oh, an honor.
When you get to the helicopter, look under your table, or look under your seat. There'll be a cigarette case for you.
Oh my gosh, are you Oprah? Is there a car? Is there the keys to a car underneath my seat? Because that would be so exciting. Oh my, okay, I'm fucking with you. I'm sorry. This is serious.
There'll be something the size of a cigarette case under your chair when you get on the helicopter. Find it when you get on board. Otherwise, this job is going to be... This is your mission. You are in charge. So anything you need, or anything you need hacked, you take point. I'll get to work on your request now.
I really appreciate it. I really do. And you're going to see the success of this. This is going to be something truly beautiful, I assure you.
All right.
I want somebody to clip that Oprah quote.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely clip that Oprah quote.
The fucking Oprah.
So Geppetto, since you had a conversation with somebody about your vision, I believe you get to roll for your vision thing.
Yes, I do. I guess this means I technically get to roll this twice if things go to plan, but that's fine. So yeah, I get to roll style. And on 7 or more, I gain hold, which I can spend to get bonuses on stuff. So let's roll style. I have no... I don't want to spend the forward. Let's spend the forward and the thing later. 6, 7, 8. Okay.
8. All right, so you gain 1 hold for your vision thing, which you can use to have targeted NPCs give you something you want, do something you ask, fight to protect you, your cause, disobey. I guess when you use this move on a PC, That's what it is. You can spend your.
I can
so
spend
this
my
is
call to help or interfere. Okay, cool.
yeah. So this is actually
I think I know.
in regards to
He can use
whistleblower.
this.
Yeah, this is in regards to whistleblower. So
It's like if I was using help/interfere, but for free. That's fine.
correct, as if you had rolled a 10+. Nice.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Freaking rad.
Yep. You miss against the PC. I get 2 odds against you. Sure. Because I hit, I get 1 point that I could basically help like a 10+ for free. So okay, that's great. That's super useful.
Sick.
Nice.
Excuse me.
I'll go
all right,
ahead
so
and
that
do my
was
research
yes,
for,
absolutely.
For Geppetto.
Sorry.
I'm gonna go ahead and do my research for you. Your request.
Oh, thank you. And I
Do I
will
get
properly
forward?
mute myself.
Probably no forward.
7.
6, 7.
I might need to use the reroll. This could be important.
It's a 7.
What is it that you were?
mean,
what were you researching again?
So Geppetto asked me to see if anyone has been fired from Memory Gold recently. I'm gonna assume maybe from the island.
Ah, right. Okay, so maybe yeah. So we could kind of twist a little bit of that. Who owned or employed whatever. So yeah, you want to find somebody that was recently let go from the Memory Gold Mecha Factory?
I'm assuming that is what Geppetto has requested. Yes.
I'm fine with anybody from Memgold, but if it's from the Mech Factory, even better.
Okay. Yeah, sure. You come. Yeah, sure. You find an individual. Oh, I don't have my. I need my name generator. But yeah, you find an individual from the Mecha Factory that worked under the lead technician of the Memory Gold Factory. The lead technician's name is Winston Obata. And this employee's name, I will let you know shortly. But basically, this person was just recently let go for, we'll say, sleeping with a coworker in a broom closet, getting caught.
Boy. What was that mean?
We got about almost an hour in before things got horny. So that's a new record, basically.
So close.
We'll call it. This employee is Martin Monty.
And what was that about Winston?
Winston Obata is the lead technician at the facility.
Okay. All right, so I'll go ahead and pass this along to Geppetto's phone thing.
Well, thank you very much. Geppetto kind of texts you back a string of emoji that is various ways of trying to say thank you and hearts.
I look at it very seriously and nod in appreciation.
There we go. I think at this point you probably understand how Geppetto operates.
It's all very serious here, including the nodding and acknowledging things. It's all very serious.
If we could turn and look at the chat for a second, I think Cole just made probably the best remark about this situation possible. Monty got in trouble for his python.
No.
Oh, snap.
Badoom chush.
Can
Thank
we
you,
give
Cole.
Cole
We
a
love
plot
you.
point? It doesn't do anything, but Cole gets a plot point.
You get
Thank you, Cole.
free karma.
Thank you,
All right,
Cole.
so-
We support you.
So
We love
you now
you.
have information on this fired employee, Martin Monty. I assume you're passing this on to the team, or do you just?
Yeah, I want to give Martin a bit of a ring later, but if there's any other kind of legwork that other people want to do, because obviously legwork is the thing I'm good at, but other people probably have prep
Yes.
that they want to.
All right. So just to clarify, and this is also for the audience's benefit, we still have one unused intel for the job itself.
Yeah, which you would want to use during the run.
Yeah. That could be while we're in there. That could be, I guess, in the research phase.
All
It feels like it would be useful to use while we're in there.
Well, that intel was given to you by the fixer of the job, Rod Zervis.
Yeah, by Rod Zervis.
Yep.
Thank you, Rod.
So I
Thank you,
imagine
Rod.
I imagine an easy use for it is either the security systems or the blueprints or both, if possible.
I would be down with spending that on blueprints.
All right.
Like a map at least, just like.
Can we get a blueprint that does include potentially any sort of security measures listed on it?
Absolutely. I don't think it's a research role per se. I think this actually, you might need to hack Memgold directly.
Oh. So I gotta work for my intel. All right. Okay. Just I'm not sure if I want to do that now or until we're already in. But
I mean, it's
what
blueprints.
the hell? I got console cowboys. Let's do it. There we go.
12. Nice.
Hell
All
yeah.
right. So you are
Nice.
in
That was-
Memory Gold system clean, and now you can roll for console cowboy.
All right. So here's console cowboy, and that was mine. What do you got for me, console cowboy? What's new?
6.
Nothing new.
Not
So you don't get any hold.
Actually, I might need that later. So should we go ahead and do the
Yeah, pop one of our rerolls. We've got a bunch.
Let's do it.
All right.
You guys keep
Spending a
the rerolls coming, those will
reroll.
help us.
Yeah. Always need more rerolls.
There we
That's
go.
much better.
9.
Much better.
Okay, so you use a reroll. You get a 9. On a 9, you get 1 hold. So while you're in that system, you can spend a hold for any of those following effects. Okay. So
Okay, so that'll be very useful. Now, let's see about finding those blueprints with security. Would you like to manipulate systems or compromise security for that?
I believe that would be. It's not. I mean, it might be find pay data. I think there's a special move for that. Let me see if I can find it. Additional moves. Oh, I thought I had it. Search for pay data. There it is. When you search for pay data in a database, roll mind. So yeah, go ahead and roll mind for me.
Okay, I found it. I was just trying to find it in your list of handy dandy cheat sheets.
Yeah, I just realized I never gave this to you, so.
He's got a great bunch of cheat sheets, everyone. It's amazing.
A 6.
Alright, so I need at least 7 plus. That's 5, 6.
Did you want to use a
We need at
reroll,
least
or do you
7
want
get
to?
the intel, so reroll again, I guess, because we'll need that.
All right,
That
we're
is
down to
so cool.
0 rerolls.
Oh.
We're gonna have to build them back up. Help us out, chat.
There you go, 11.
There we
All right.
go.
So you find. So not only do you find the information, you find the blueprints, but also on a 10 plus, when you hit the street to sell it and you roll a 7 through 9, you choose 1 fewer result. So if you wanted to sell this factory pay data, you have an advantage basically when you hit the street.
Okay.
Okay. That'll probably count as like a forward or something. But we'll see.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Okay.
And
So
on the note of rerolls, Nicole mentioned this in the chat, but that is exactly right. You don't have to donate $25 all at once. Every $25th dollar. So when we straight up make it to $4,200, we get a reroll.
That's right.
So even if you only have $1, $3, $5, whatever, like small amount
You
you
are
can
contributing
get,
towards this team, so
Yes. Please.
Every dollar helps.
Yeah.
they're gonna need it.
So once I acquire these blueprints, I'm gonna try staying. Problem is, we don't know exactly how long this is before. I'm gonna say this is what I'm looking through on the chopper ride over just before the job, so that way I can try to limit my exposure time in the system.
Sure. All right. So the blueprints. things to note about the facility. Actually, you know what? I'm wondering if, let me just double checking a thing here. Okay. All right. Isn't there like a special move? It's not research, it's assess. Oh, yeah. So now you can, you could do an assess. That's what we could do. Let's do when you closely study a person, size up. I think if you roll, if anybody in the team, if you release if you give the blueprints to the team, anybody can do an edge roll to just kind of study those blueprints so that you can get information.
Yeah. Who has 2 edge?
I'm pretty good with blueprints and that kind of thing. So let me take a look.
Hell yeah. The infiltration expert is on the case.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So +1 forward when acting on the answers. Very nice.
Yeah. So this could be very important for you all. And this would be relevant to anybody that's acting on those answers.
Okay. No forward here. There's no penalty for being harmed, right?
No. Is there?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think this is like Shadowrun where you take dice penalty. That would be say.
So that's a 9.
9.
All right.
Okay. So you gain 1 hold. You can go ahead and spend 1 hold at any time, including now, to ask a question about this facility. What would you like to ask? If you want to ask now. I assume you do, because it's your 1 hold.
Yeah.
What question do you want to ask about the map?
I'm just looking here through it to see what the options are here. What is the biggest threat in this situation?
That could be a number of things. That's very useful.
On blueprints, from what you're assessing.
Yes, from the information I've gotten.
The biggest threat to you are there are I could actually tell you 2 things about it. One, the perimeter of the island is protected by smart turrets.
Okay.
The interior, and also the and it doesn't and it appears that there's no foliage these blueprints definitely don't list any kind of landscape architecture going on, so there's no foliage to hide behind, so that could also be a potential problem.
Okay.
The inside of the building is lots of very large, empty, like kind of hangar bays. Lots of crisscrossing catwalks and big conveyor belts as well for production. The main the biggest threat in that situation is that the main server room is in the direct center of the building. So
that would be the biggest thing then. Right.
You would have to get past a lot of different things. Potentially, it's not going to be an easy infiltration. So you're going to have to find a way to and also that main server room, in order to access it, you actually take an elevator down deeper into the island. So it's not even like within the factory. You have to take a singular elevator that goes down into the main server room.
Okay.
So I caught that the server room is in the center and buried further down, so it's harder to get to. I would quite like to spend that 1 hold that Rod gave us on the information about the base, and I'm willing to let the others veto this, but I would like there to be where essentially 2 buildings, the main building with all the stuff, and then a second building that holds essentially the robots that they've manufactured, basically a holding building. And there is a view of a large flat set. Well, there is a view of the building there's a view of the main building from the storage building. So if you're where the robots are being stored, you can look on to the dreary, drab surface of the main factory, and that is what I would quite like to spend that hold on for reasons. But
The
if
hold or the
people
intel?
are like, no, the intel.
Okay. Got
I
it.
thought we used the intel.
No.
Oh well, you rolled to go and get the map. Or is that just like
this is
it
the
was,
intel that Rod gave you, and basically said that so the when you got the job, Rod gave you all it basically slid over a piece of a file to you, and said and that was the intel, and so you've spent the intel to say that basically there's this building of this hold building of manufactured mechas that have been shut down and all that stuff. That's where you have basically you have good sight of the building with potentially less security. Since it's a cargo area, like the amount of patrols in that building are actually not as scrutinized as like a bunch of factory workers zipping around back and forth, taking care of things and like, you know, monitoring various different little parts and machinery that's functioning and all that. So it's a safer building to kind of bunker up in until you make that move to go into the main building.
Makes sense to me.
Cool.
I can be down for that. Sure. Could be useful.
I'm always good for a place to get a look at everything, where people are going, and
Yeah, Angel, it means that there's a building that you can stand on top of and see the other one.
unless we've got no, helicopters this time, Oz.
Well, you're all on.
I'm on to you. I'm on to you. Nah, I mean, it's a place where I can sort of at least get a look at like outside guard patterns and, just kind of wait patiently until the perfect shot opportunity presents itself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think the only thing that I would like to do, is sort of, I don't know if I need to get pre-information in order to accomplish this, but I assume that there's no place to, on this island for people to, go out to clubs and things like that. So they'd have to go to Jamaica, the Jamaican island. So what I would like to do is find out where the employees might like to hang out, and then basically my overall plan is to take their credentials and take their place, so that I work there.
Sure.
Ooh.
Very cool.
Ooh. Hey.
All right. So you are going to research, I believe.
Yes.
Does that?
Yeah, research I think would work.
Yeah, when you investigate a person, place, object. Yeah, I think you could.
Yeah, I want to research then where to
where
go,
would I
and then I
find-
guess I
yeah.
would like to assess that.
Yeah, your question for that would be, where would I find blank? So, cool. Right, and you could potentially get intel. So. Oh, which reminds me, whistleblower. When you did your research, you were able to ask one question, right?
Yep.
So you actually,
I believe so. Was one question.
yeah. So you would have gotten an extra intel for the team from your research.
There it is.
Your previous research role.
I got the so I got the Martin intel, but we got an additional one.
Yeah, on 7 to 9, you take an intel, and the MC will answer your question.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Intel.
Okay. I finally found everything I needed here. So, I will roll mind.
Oh.
Oof, that is not optimal.
That's a 5.
Well, I mean, the MC will answer my question and make a move. So, that sounds fine. That sounds like fun.
Oh yeah, there's that.
Depends
Yeah,
on your
there's no
definition of
rerolls.
fun.
Are there no rerolls? Just double
Where
checking the
would
fundraiser.
I find Memgold employees hanging out?
Okay. Yeah, so you would find them in a there is this there's like a pool hall. Billiards hall basically.
Okay.
Called Magic 8. And that's where all of the employees, when they ever get a chance to go off Jamaica Neo Island, basically they're typically housed there, but at the factory. But because flying them in and out is obviously not cost effective, so when they do get shore leave, they basically go to the Jamaica Neo Island, hang out. They either go to the beach during the day and then pool hall at night, or they might go hiking as well.
Okay.
On Jamaica Neo Island. But yeah, if you want to find them at night, the pool hall Magic 8.
Okay. I think then that I would like to
Now,
before Sinan, then once we get to the Jamaican Neo Island, that is where he will be to try and get this.
Got it. Now that said, I get to make a move because you failed. So first off, the legwork clock does advance every time that we fail something in during legwork. So.
Oh boy.
All right.
Oh boy.
The clock on 1500 legwork clock is the team is making some noise, but nothing serious yet. So yeah, wherever you got research from, you've basically like in your research, you've kind of like tipped off that somebody is interested in the employees at Magic 8, and so we'll say that the people that work at Magic 8, or at least the manager of Magic 8, is aware that should maybe keep a close eye on those employees, because if he notes anything of interest, that might get him something from Memory Gold if he's able to report it.
Okay. I don't remember what time of day we were heading to the Neo Island, but I think that evening is a good time for us to try and find one of these employees at Magic 8. So I think that I will take Angel with me as a cover. We can pretend that I'm a slightly creepier old man, and
oh god.
Okay.
The dynamic is
as you're describing this to Angel, she's just like, she's like, are you man?
And end result of this is I need you to knock somebody out for me.
Oh, I can do that. Yeah.
No.
And she just kind of like makes sure her cyber arm is working because it's known to glitch out. She just kind of like, okay, that'll do it.
So Geppetto, what is Geppetto gonna do upon arriving Jamaica Neo Island?
Yeah, Geppetto goes and gives Martin Monty a ring.
Ooh.
All right, Martin Monty.
Oh, damn.
The guy who was fired.
Yes.
Monty and his python.
Yeah. All right. So he answers. Hold on. Who's this?
Yes. Sorry to interrupt you on your evening. I am.
Look, I'm not interested in whatever you're
this?
buying, so I put myself on a do not call list. Does anyone ever pay attention to the do not call lists?
This is
That's what they all
this is
say.
about how you were unfairly fired from your job.
Who is this?
Oh, I didn't catch that. Sorry.
Who is this?
Oh no, I've lost Oz's audio.
Hello.
I've lost your audio, Oz. Sorry.
We
Hello.
lost you, Ozzy.
All right.
Ozzy!
Hold
He
on.
just hung up on me.
All right,
No,
right leg.
not
There
getting
we
into
go.
this.
Can you hear me now?
Hi.
Better.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's who is this?
Oh, yes. You can call me Geppetto.
Geppetto.
Yeah. Previously affiliated with Memory Gold. Find out they were a bunch of dicks, and now I do my level best to make sure that others who get dicked over by that corporation get theirs.
What do you want?
So, I have basically just give me the name of the person that you hate the most at Memgold, and I'll make sure they're in deep shit.
Is this some kind of trick?
Oh no, absolutely not. You probably, I guess, to kind of give a little bit about my proof that I am also somebody who has been kind of dicked over by Memgold, and Geppetto basically sends over like the shittiest corporate like email. You know, anybody who works for a large company, every so often you'll get like a newsletter from higher up that's like, smile more or you'll lose your job. He sends over one of those that's happened in the past of a kind of like regretful leaving. I'm so sorry that this person is going to have to leave the company kind of email. It's not him, but it's definitely somebody from the company. And if you weren't part of the mailing list for Memory Gold, you wouldn't have received it.
Mm-hmm.
I am happy to make the sway person role for this kind of subterfuge.
Sure. I'm wondering if this is like, I know he's technically not a contact, but it might be since you're going to him for help. Because you're not lying to him, right? Or are you?
I'm being genuine, but also not giving up specifically who I am within the company. Like, I can freely talk about details that the company would know to prove that I'm legit, but not necessarily giving Geppetto's real name.
But essentially, you intend on carrying through on the exchange. So, like, you're not lying. Yeah, so then I would say this is a hit the street.
Okay. Stoical.
I mean,
just tell someone
either way,
that-
the role is going to be style, right?
I am going to spend my 1 forward that I got at the start when I got really psyched for this, because this is an important part of the proceedings. So I'm going to add my +1 forward. There we go. That's pretty good. 7, 10. Yeah.
All right.
Very cool.
So on a 10,
Nice, awesome.
you get a little something extra. So you get what you want and a little something extra. Choose either intel or gear.
Intel or gear. Okay. I am going to choose gear for this one because we're pretty getting a lot of information, but access cards would be great.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So whatever it is, right? He's going to. He basically is going to say, Winston Obata.
Yeah.
I want him.
Oh. Absolutely.
I want him to get his.
I'm Googling him right now, and he looks like a massive cock, so I agree.
He got me fired because I slept with his girlfriend.
Well,
she didn't get fired.
Oh no. I'm going to say this, but this does not impinge on Geppetto or me as a person. But Geppetto is filling a character for this and says, well, then Winston shouldn't have been so much of a beta cuck then, huh?
So
I'm sorry.
Christ, Nathan.
Yeah, but we need
back
to
ahead.
do the character. We need to commit to the bit. Basically, Geppetto is like, hey, give me all the personal details that you know about Winston. It's all very useful for the prank that is being set up.
All right.
Jeez.
Martin's on. All right. So you have something. You have a piece of gear from Martin. You want to put that in the main pool, or do you just want to hold on to it for yourself?
I can put that in the main pool.
All right.
Oh, no. Let's be selfish, because that's fun in games like this. So yeah, I'm going to hold on to that little piece of gear for myself.
All right, go ahead and add it to your own gear list.
Sure thing. I will add it to my Roll20 character sheet, which is very pretty.
It's gorgeous. That's the best. This is the best Roll20 layout I've ever seen. All right, cool. So, perfect. All right, so you got some additional gear. Cool.
If the team's okay with it, I might go ahead and use my intel now to find potential extractions for you guys.
Ooh,
yeah.
That would be nice.
Are you sure you want to use it on that? Because I mean, you could always spend it in the middle of the mission, and be like, you know, this is in case you absolutely need an extraction point. You can spend the intel and be like, okay, this is the extraction point. Go, rather than setting it up now.
Yeah, I was thinking of that. So like, I'm just letting the team know what I might intend to do with that intel as the run progresses.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, remember that intel is in the public pool, so any of you can spend it. It just has to be related to Whistleblower's research on the Mecha Factory blueprints.
Okay,
I'm still in the system. Nobody knows.
I have a legwork thing that I'm curious about.
Ooh, killer.
So if I wanted to go out and go find some gear, potentially say like some gel rounds for various weapons.
Yeah.
Would that be a hit the street?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So then I would like to hit the street and go find a lot of gel rounds. I was specifically looking for them for Hotline because she's a very specific caliber. But also maybe looking for some for Xenon's more lethal weaponry. I know he likes to do things a little more not blood all over the counter. So I'm just like,
it's hard on the suit.
Yeah, I was like, we'll say we were talking earlier, and I was like, oh yeah, my taser's fucked, and Angel's like, oh, do you want me to go get some gel rounds? And she like waves her revolver around, and he's like, no, I have weapons. And she's like, oh, you must have gel for them. No, I don't. And it's like, oh, I'll go make a quick shopping trip then. See you in a bit.
Yeah. So, which contact are you using for this?
Oh God, I don't have. Ooh, I've got to make up a contact, don't I?
Well, you can only make one once per round.
Oh yeah, because Eagle's like my boy for like the neighborhood watch kind of thing in Crate City, so he probably knows where to find ammo.
All right. So now I do want to clarify this. The reason I allowed a hit the street for Geppetto, for Geppetto when he was talking to Martin is because you found information on Martin via other means.
Okay.
The create a contact out of the blue, that has to be the declare a contact move, and that's once per mission.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So that's why.
It was just kind of like because hit this. Like I was looking at hit the street earlier because I'm like, how the hell am I gonna find gear? You know,
I do have my fixer that got us the chopper.
Does Angel know this fixer though?
All you know is that I got you guys the chopper. Geppetto might know a bit more specifically.
He can pass along the
I think
deets.
Angel is more likely to go to somebody that she knows for stuff like this.
You could also potentially do a help roll.
Yeah, I can help.
And that way, like, you can still talk to, like, via whistleblower.
Xenon, just like
somebody else helps.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, my earbud is like screwing up, so I'm just like,
no worries. So we've identified basically. So there's a need, right? Angel needs these rounds. I assume you're willing to front the cred for that. And then Sinon is going
let's see how much cred I have. Hold the phone.
And then Sinon would be helping Whistleblower. So Sinon, can you go ahead and give me
I've got 3 cred, so.
Perfect. Go ahead and give me a help.
Yes, I will roll links.
And thank you for contemplating.
You have a link with Angel, so that should go quite well.
Yeah.
Thank you for complimenting my overlay there, Cole. I'm very proud of this overlay.
It's a good overlay, like, damn.
They're good overlays.
How much would I have to pay you to get a nice overlay like this?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not for sale yet. I'll let you know.
I'm not for sale yet. Phrasing.
But Ozzy, you got a fundraiser going, so technically you are.
Oh, yikes.
All right, so you all right, so you do help. You give them a plus. You give Whistleblower a +1, but you are implicated in the results of the move and may expose yourself to danger, retribution, or cost.
Sure. The plus on this.
Mm-hmm. So Whistleblower, let's go ahead and do a hit the street roll.
Oh, me? Got it. And I've got, okay, so...
Or Angel? Okay. I'm cool with that.
Okay, so Xenon rolled, got a, let's see, 8, 9. Does that give me any...
You get +1.
Okay, I get +1,
yeah.
so +1 forward. So 1 forward with my style. Here we go! That is an 8, 9, 10!
Nice.
Hey, so
you go. You want and a little extra, so you can go ahead and you buy the. Okay, so you buy the gel rounds.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and mark off 1 cred, and
got it.
The
so
Nathan Armano.
So this is with Eagle, right? This
with
we're
Nathan,
going to.
I believe it was Nathan Armano that we were going to. Did Whistleblower introduce?
Okay.
Yeah, Whistleblower forwarded the information.
So,
I know we're kind of like jumping
Gotcha.
around. So is that what happened? Whistleblower.
I don't know, because I thought you were still going for Eagle.
We can go for Eagle.
It's fine. Okay. So Angel kind of makes a really quick trip back to we'll just call it Crate City now, the oil rig for now, and she just goes up to Eagle's door and goes just real big. It's like a big, thick steel door, so she just goes up to it, bangs on it a couple times with her cyber arm, just shouts, "Eagle, I need some bullets!"
Well, come
Welcome
on
to the
in.
neighborhood.
Right?
So,
Come on in. So well, just to, right, gives you the bullets, the gel rounds.
Yeah, just like,
and-
okay, I need gel round. I need let's see, I need 50 cal. And then she rattles off the stuff for Xenon's firearms as well.
And Eagle will wink and basically go, "Hey, I got a little something extra. I think you might like it.
Ooh,
Consider it.
What you got?
Consider it.
She does like this little wiggle.
Yeah,
just
consider it a bonus.
You know, like when a cat is about to pounce on something. That.
Yeah, consider it something, a little gift for being willing to show your face around here after Syracuse and Ziggurat came to knock down your apartment.
Man, it's my neighborhood. It's like every time I come back here, I feel a little bit more fresh. It's like, it's the first kind of real home I've had since running away, man?
Yeah.
No, it is. Yeah. No, you guys really make this feel like home, so I couldn't abandon you,
Yeah. He pulls out a briefcase and opens it, and you get like the Pulp Fiction glow on your face, and we cut away from that. So that is the gear representation.
That is 1 gear.
So I get 1 gear. Oh, sick. So
are you keeping it to yourself, or are you including it to the group?
I'll put that. Yeah, that's a 1 gear for the group,
Okay.
and that's probably like some vague piece of like B&E gear, we'll say, or something like that.
It can be whatever we need when we need it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just the idea is that it's something that Eagle was able to procure for you.
And so she comes back to where she had Xenon was staying, and she kind of pokes her head. Okay, you know that one gif of that lady poking her head in the door and then just kind of like strutting in? That is what she does.
Sure.
She's like, you'll never guess what I was able to get. And she just dumps the gel rounds out on the table. And then she opens the briefcase for Xenon, and we get the same glow. And then the smash cut away. And then it cuts.
All right.
And maybe there's like a little bit of audio afterward, and it's like, oh, hell yeah.
So let's go. Let's smash cut. Let's smash cut to Magic 8, to the Magic 8 pool hall, where you're gonna go and meet the. Where you're gonna select an employee basically to knock out and impersonate.
Yes. So I think I will do an assess to sort of case this place and find a likely person that I resemble.
Yeah.
Okay.
find there's my roll.
Pool hall beats.
Yeah, shady ass
12. Nice. On a 12.
Nailed it!
You gain 3 holds.
Right the fuck on, Sprawl Dad.
Way to go.
All right, so +1 forward if I act on these answers. So the assessment is just of this area. So
the magic gate and the employees.
Yeah, so spend 1 hold at any time to ask from the question below. Okay, so right away, which employee, or let's see, I need one of these questions, right? Okay, you know what? I would like to spend 1 to know who is in control here.
Okay, the people in control are, so there's the manager of Magic 8, who is this burly Jamaican dude who really enjoys the place, likes to smoke quite a bit, and he's got a variety. He's got like maybe 3 bodyguards or so, like bouncer types that patrol the, or not really patrol, but just stand guard and remain vigilant and can be called in when anybody gets rowdy. But for the most part, it's a pretty laid back pool hall. Yeah.
Okay. How is I guess how is an employee vulnerable to me?
Okay. Yes. Okay, so how is an employee vulnerable to you? If any of them go out for a smoke break, they're not inside of the pool hall. If they go, oh no. All right. It's like every 30 minutes reset the call. Hold on. Okay.
God. No,
it's like every 30 minutes reset the call.
Okay.
Okay, great.
Lol.
So
Anyways,
so what I was saying was if they go out for a smoke break, they're not inside of the pool hall, they have less vigilance, and the area is actually pretty dark. So there's like, it's like a bunch of crisscrossing, alleys, and little buildings basically that are adjacent to the plastic jungle that is now the landscape of Jamaica Neo Island, because they don't have trees anymore. They all sank, and when they rebuilt Jamaica, they wanted to keep the look of Jamaica Neo Island, of the previous Jamaica, but they had to use they basically created a giant fake jungle rainforest.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I hate it so much.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so I guess then I'll just sort of, casually with, we've got Angel with me, and then we'll just sort of casually, watch for a likely target to go out and have a smoke.
Yeah, so Angel has hotline in like a pool cue case that's kind of like strapped across her back, just in case.
Yeah.
But like she's just like, it's dark. I can see. I've got this. Oh, this is ridiculous.
Did you want to just walk up to them and start a conversation, or are you trying to like hide in the shadows in the jungle bushes?
Yeah.
Plastic jungle.
Okay, so there's a couple ways this could go. I'm thinking that one of us almost has to, if we wanted to like chat them up a little bit, that might be an option, just to kind of, because like the thing I worry about is somebody making, kind of a Wilhelm scream as I punch them in the back of the head or something.
Yeah.
Because like we have to knock them out, and we don't have anything funky like a narcojet gun here in the lovely SPRAWL. So the only option I am seeing for knocking somebody the fuck out is blunt force trauma to the head.
I mean, yeah, that was sort of the plan.
Yeah. So we're going to have to like.
Okay, I think.
Give a guy a nasty fucking bruise.
So are you? So what is Sinon gonna do then?
I think.
Or Angel?
I think that I will. What we'll do?
I'm gonna chat him up and like shove a sock in his mouth when he tries to yell.
Yeah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna walk out of this place together. I'm gonna stop and talk to this guy. You sort of go find us, go a little ways away where it's darker.
Yeah.
Wait for us, and I will try and bring him to you.
Yeah, and just kind of like give me a signal with like a big hand gesture, and I'm just gonna come out of the bush and just.
Got it.
With the cyber arm.
So essentially,
the cyber
so
arm.
my understanding is you are going to be entering the Magic 8 pool hall, knock some balls around, and basically spot the right target that you want to basically chat up and convince to go out for a smoke break, and then wallop them upside the head to take their. Yeah, got it. All right.
Yeah.
Why don't we go ahead and make that fast talk?
Perfect. So the way I'd like to go about this, just to add a little extra flavor, is we're out for a smoke break, and I would like to convince him that I've got some really good hard boiled that he might like to try. But we need to kind of get away from the front of the club where it's well lit, because not supposed to have hard boiled.
No, it's illegal. So as Angel ducks into the bushes, she's gonna pull her mask up. She's becoming more observant of security cameras nowadays, and of course, like the in SPRAWL version is all glowy and neon and shit. But
yeah, I'm glad somebody's taking
that is not good.
That is not very good at all.
It's a 7. It's not terrible.
I mean, 7's not bad, but do we have any just in case?
You have no rerolls.
No.
Okay, I'll take the 7 then. What NPCs do what I want, but someone finds out.
The MC will advance the appropriate countdown clock. Okay. So, all right. Yeah. So the NPC does fall for it, right? But someone's gonna find out. Okay. So we'll go ahead and say, you, Angel, you have the right position to just go ahead and knock him out, and we'll just say that you do. I don't think you need to necessarily make a roll here.
Yeah, no, it's a big chunky fucking cyber arm coming about right here is where she's aiming. So she is just going to right in the back of the head.
Yeah, this guy's just a schmo, so.
And the guy just crumbles. And she looks down and gives Sinon a little smile, just like pulls down her mask to kind of like.
So the
he's out.
So the manager we had established was keeping a closer eye on the employees, and so the bouncers were also instructed to just keep an eye. And there was one bouncer that was very carefully around a corner, just paying attention but trying not to be noticed, and goes in to alert the manager, or basically like is going to alert the manager. And there, I guess he would want to he might want to interfere, the bouncer.
You just look at all the things my cyberware can do.
The idea that I want is the bouncer is going to approach and try and stop you, but he's also calling for help and letting you know, right? And the manager is going to basically forward information that like one of their employees has been attacked to Memory Gold. So I'm going to advance the action clock.
Okay,
that makes sense.
Okay.
So the manager's making this phone call.
So I guess I guess we have to resolve this bouncer part first.
Yes, there's a bouncer coming your way. Hey!
Fuck.
Let's see.
Okay, we have two options.
If I have time, I would quickly, switch outfits with this guy and take my disguise right now.
I don't think you have time.
Damn it. I don't have.
Okay, that's fine.
Shit. Okay.
All right. Well, we got those gel rounds, so let's both of us shoot them with gel rounds. I mean, I have a silenced.
Yeah, no, and of course, I mean, okay, Hotline is fucking silent. I could just melee him. I could just like punch him in the chest and see if we can knock the wind out of him.
Because I mean, what we can't have is. We don't have time to talk about this in character, but what we can't have is him finding the guy that we knocked out that I want to replace. So, let's knock out the bouncer and talk about it.
Splattering this guy would be very bad.
Oh yeah, so I think that
I need to get emotionless. I really need that because I'd really love to just brandish my cyber arm and be like, "Do you really want to tango with me, bud?"
He wants to tango with you. So go ahead and give me.
He wants to go. Okay, he wants to go. Cool. You want to go?
He's under orders from the manager of this pool hall. So yeah.
So okay, like
go ahead and mix it up.
He immediately figures out this guy wants to fucking go. Let's. So am I rolling mix it up too?
Damn right you are.
I'm gonna mix it up. Oh yeah, let's go.
Can I help in this situation? Like roll a link?
Absolutely. Yeah, if you want to help in the combat.
Let's see.
Yeah, I think that
Sinon has to roll first if they're gonna help.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Okay. So
let me just find
to add to something. So I'm gonna try and hit him, of course, with the metal arm.
Nice.
With the nasty one. So that's gonna be +2.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, he's going to like. He's gonna be hurting. That's an 8.
Yeah, so you are implicated in the results of the other character's moves. So yeah, so you're exposed basically.
Oh no, that ruins it.
Sinon is an enabler. He's just like punch him, haul off and smack this guy, and she's like, "Oh, you got it, Chief. That was the plan already."
Forward. Just like a quick get him. Go get him.
So I've got +1 forward on this. Yeah. Here we go.
So Sinon, what is it exactly that you do to assist this fight?
Oh, I'm going to get behind him so that he can't have like a full, he can't take a step back to try and dodge or anything because I'm right there.
Yeah, I thought you were going to do the thing where you like crouch low behind him and just pushes him.
I'm not that much of a dad.
Just push him into me so like his nose comes right in front of my arm. All right, so here we go.
Let's describe it once we.
Let's roll a mix it up, baby.
Sure.
Rock and roll. That's 7. Okay, that's 7, 8, 9, bitch.
Just one short. So you achieve your objective, so you're both able to knock him out, but you have to choose 2.
Okay.
From that list.
Let's see
Angel.
here.
Okay. Okay. So okay. Oh shit.
So
how do we feel about advancing the mission clock? Where is the mission clock? Hold on, let me get my character sheet out of the fucking way. Well, that would be the legwork clock. Yeah, it'd be legwork.
Yeah.
I feel like that would almost be okay, but I will wait for. But I know which one I want. You take harm as established by the fiction.
Yes, although bear in mind that if you do that, then Sinon also gets punched in the face.
Yeah, this bouncer is tough.
Oh.
By helping Sinon, you also get beaten.
Yeah.
Is that how?
Yeah, because he is implicated in the.
It's just sort of a. We imagine a whole quick little fight, and he might elbow me or something.
Yeah. See, I was picking for me, but okay. Would I not take harm?
Well, I helped and got implicated.
You would still take harm, but he also takes a harm.
Because if you're okay with that, that is one of my things. If I take harm, I mark experience. So I've got an idea for this one. Maybe Sinon gets elbowed, but like in punching him, he's got like a cyber torso or a cyber skull wherever I happen to contact. That is just really fucking hard. And because of the way my arm reacted to that, it sent a little bit of a bad feedback, and I'm like, shit! Ow!
All right, so let's have both of you.
Just like give him like a little kick, just like this better have been worth it, buddy, because you're on my shit list now.
So
she's just like kind of like,
yeah. Let's say that you both take 1 harm, and that's, regardless of any armor. Basically, I want to make sure that it's just you all, And
so
then
she took
a
little bit of harm from her arm being a bitch, and is like, one of these fucking days I'm gonna get this fixed. Ow. God, that hurts.
I like that. Like, you didn't take harm from him, you just harmed yourself because your arm is damaged.
Yeah, and whenever a point or more of harm is taken, I mark XP, so I'm gonna broadcast that. So when she kind of feels that, she's like, okay, note to self, don't do that again.
Can you both roll harm, please?
Don't. Yeah.
Oh, I roll harm. Okay.
That's a meat, right?
That's a meat.
Mm-hmm.
I just suffered 1 harm, so
harm is actually no. Harm is it's not a meat. It is you roll the 2 dice and you add the number of harm suffered. So you just add 1 harm.
Okay.
So basically plus 1 forward.
Let's see. I got a 10 on my harm roll.
That's bad. You want to roll well on harm.
Well, we don't have any rerolls, buddy. So like.
Oh no.
7.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey.
All right, so a 10 and a 7. All right, so looking at this again.
Oh, goddamn.
Okay, for the 7 to 9, let's resolve sin on. The MC will choose one. You lose your footing, you lose your grip on whatever you're holding, you lose track of someone or something you're attending to, someone gets the drop on you. Oosh. Let's say you... during the distraction, oh my god, this is so mean. I'm gonna do it. You lose track of someone or something you're attending to. So basically, like during the action, this guy that you walloped came to and was able to scramble into the jungle, and you've lost. So successful defending.
Yeah, I think that I would then I would send Angel to chase him while I pretend to be him.
Okay.
Now that said, Angel, on a 10+, you choose one. Are you out of action, unconscious, trapped, incoherent, panicked, etc., etc., etc.? There's a couple of other choices here.
Yeah.
You could take an extra harm. That's another one.
Yeah, it's either I panic or I take an extra harm. Shit. I'll take the extra harm because that'll give me more experience.
It's basically like once per mission is the way that I'm running it, so you don't get like.
Oh, you bastard! Oh, Oz. Evil. Nah, okay. Because the other one I could see was... maybe the feedback kind of spooked her a little bit. Just kind of like, maybe this is the first time this arm has like flared up and hurt her.
Yeah.
So after she kind of thinks, note to self, don't fucking do that again, she's like kind of leaning up against the wall going, ow.
All right.
Son of a bitch.
All right, so you're basically like you're stunned, is what we're gonna call it. You're out of action.
Yeah, she's just kind of like leaning up against the wall, kind of like she's gotten out of the way, but like she's hurting, that poor girl.
Okay.
Wait, so are you taking the +1 harm, or are you taking the you're out of action?
I'm taking the I'm out of action. Got it.
Okay, so basically this entire mission seems like it was a failure. A
complete fuck up.
Yeah.
Well, the other, I can still maybe chase this guy down. Is there a roll that I can make to see if I can follow him? Or
yeah, if you want to act under pressure. But there is one other thing though. There's still part of the mix it up roll. That was only that was only one of the you choose two.
Oh right.
So, Angel, which other choice would you like?
Hypothetically, after this, we should be done with our legwork, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think just.
If I had to chime in, I would say the clock.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I feel like the
would also
legwork
suggest
clock
it
is like.
Yeah, you still have plenty of
Ow.
segments left on the legwork clock if you actually wanted to, but
that did me a hurt. Ouch.
all right. So which other choice were you making there, Angel, for your mix it up? Because you had to choose two.
Oh, right. Oh, that's right. I was God. Oh, for my mix it up. Okay. So, I was gonna talk about the mission clock. Yeah, that was the one I was like, was like.
You make too much noise.
Looking for. Yeah, that was the one.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So we're
okay, there we go.
So we're going to advance the action clock because they were specifically targeting basically Memory Gold gets an intel that one of their that the specific employee was being targeted. Yeah, like, and they learned a little more about the assailants. Basically, this bouncer was able to learn more about the assailant. So this is.
Sorry.
Yeah, so if you wanted to chase down this employee, you could, but I mean, really, the whole thing has been compromised.
Yeah, no, we are, as they say in my neck of the woods, completely fucked. So I suggest we just jam on out of here and act like this never happened. You know what I mean, Vern?
Yeah, totally. We didn't have this plan.
It was such a good plan. We went into it so well, and then the bouncer.
Nice luck.
Yeah.
Angel is probably going to remember this bouncer and find him on personal time and start a fight with him at some point to get back at him.
Nice.
She fights for stupid reasons.
Yeah.
She's this guy fucked up her payday, and now he's going to pay in blood.
All right.
From a smashed nose.
So, can you all still hear me, or do I need to leave the call again?
I can hear you now.
Yeah.
Yes, hi.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm just like kind of my camera's kind of laggy. I don't know. But anyway.
Is there any other legwork that we need to do? I'm ready now, I think.
Whistleblower is still technically in the system. If I think you still have some holds on the system, although you can still sit in there if you want during the mission.
I did mention that I wanted to get in while we were on the chopper, so that way I'm not like sitting there overnight. So all I really have from that is a piece of intel, which I'm holding on to for the purposes of possibly extraction, and then I have one hold from Console Cowboy. So yeah, I think I'm good. I'm ready for the run.
Okay.
I think I'm good.
Okay.
All right, then why don't we take a quick 5-minute break, and
Sure thing.
And then we'll advance to the factory. So everyone, stay tuned.
Sounds good.
Exciting.
Woohoo!
Cool.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Sprawl here on Shadowcasters Network, and part of the 36-hour. Yeah, I know, I feel you there, Angel. This is part of the 36-hour Streamathon, where we're 22 hours in to our 36-hour stream, and we have raised now an additional $25, actually $35. So we have, or 35. Yeah, $35. So thank you.
Sorry.
No worries. We just got another reroll.
Happens.
So thank you.
Delightful.
Thank you.
Either way, we got a reroll, and now I'm happy.
As a reminder, we're
Sorry,
currently.
I was making my dear mother a cup of tea.
Aw.
But I'm back.
That's
Hi.
awesome.
Happens, my
As
dude.
as a reminder
Welcome
to
back.
our chat room, to everybody watching live, the rerolls, every $25 we mark another reroll, which I don't know if you've noticed, the team could really, really use every once in a while. So help them out, because they're about to infiltrate an entire smart-mecha factory. Yeah, and so much for that cover identity, eh? So you, as a reminder, we may have reached our $4,000 goal to stay operational, but now we get to go ahead and work for stretch goals. So at 4,500, we're going to hire someone to give our website a makeover. We do it ourselves, but we're not that great, and instead we just get someone awesome that and you know, create jobs.
Yeah.
See, there's people who look pretty on camera, and there's people who make pretty things. Okay, that's just how it works.
Yeah. Rarely do they ever come in the same package. Case in point, me.
Yeah, right?
I may look pretty, but you don't want to see the thing. You don't want to see my ugly Premiere timelines.
So, with that, the legwork clock is basically done. It's going to be frozen now because now we're going straight into the infiltration of this facility. The action clock is at 1800. That means that the target is on full alert. So essentially, they know that somebody was trying to. Yeah, they know that somebody was trying to kidnap one of their employees, and basically they got some intel that these one was a cybernetic fighter, basically, and then the other was some dude, and.
There's a tiny cyborg coming in, batten down the fucking hatches.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's necessarily like, it's definitely not like they're not like expecting, but they're on lookout. They're aware that there's a very real possibility that somebody might still try to brute force the factory.
Oh no, yeah, and I'm just I'm just kind of like playing off that like, oh my god, there's a tiny fucking cyborg murder child. Everybody on a high alert. Have you seen this woman? And it's just like the Angel just being all like,
yeah, and I guess I'll do an aside as well. Winston Obata is talking with So Winston Obata, this Jamaican Japanese lead technician of the facility, is basically just is in a meeting right now with the facility administrator, Jackie Wynn. That's spelled Nguyen, but Wynn apparently is how you pronounce it. Who is? I
didn't catch the surname. Could you give that again?
Wynn. So Nguyen is how it's pronounced, is how it's spelled, but Wynn. And she is yes, and she is a female presenting Jamaican Vietnamese lady, and so from this exchange, you're immediately getting that Jackie is the superior of the entire facility, and basically it says, I'm concerned that our employees are being targeted. This facility was completely under wraps. Somebody's digging into us. We need to remain on high alert and remain vigilant. And let's they're gonna question the employee that was attacked, Coleman Overton, for information, basically just better information on the assailants. And so I'm going to raise that legwork clock by another, only because it just makes sense that since they're on the lookout for specifically anyone that fits the description of Sinon or Angel. And the legwork clock, when it hits, that is the target. They hear vague rumors. So like vague rumors. Coleman was pretty drunk at the time, and so like the description isn't that great, but it's enough to just know the general gist of these two individuals. And not necessarily what it is that they want and why they wanted him. But so they're just basically concerned. All right.
There's just a bunch of guys to come out there and teach them a lesson. You never know.
Yeah, you could have shit coming your way, buddy.
What did he do, right?
And I think also I should
exactly. He did something. Who knows what he did, but he did something.
And I think also I should advance the countdown clock by another 12 hours. I would say everything that you did was about 12 hours worth of stuff. All right.
Just dying to tell Mimi where I am, aren't you? I'm kidding.
The temptation, Angel. The temptation.
Yeah. All right. So.
Yes, because you just love to see Angel as your boss every day, wouldn't you? Oh, God, I couldn't get through that without going. Ugh. It's like I ate a whole lemon right there. Just
wait. Are you in character now or not? I'm not sure.
No, I'm just fucking around because, well, that's me. Hi, I do that.
All right. And as a reminder, again, you are going in with 1 public gear, 1 public intel, should you need it. So, the stealth helicopter, stealth VTOL, basically that Whistleblower was able to acquire for you via his connections, is being piloted by a Middle Eastern woman named Raja, who has this VTOL is impressively stealth, as in she can approach the facility, and you like all watch her. She has like a radar basically, as well as she's able to monitor feeds as well, and she, like in real time, and know that she's not basically you see that she's not being picked up. She has like blockers and stuff to ensure that she's not picked up on radars, and the entire thing is camouflage. It's like smart camouflage, so it looks like the night sky, and
this is a sick ride. Goodness,
right?
Isn't it? Damn. Damn, Raja. Damn.
As this VTOL glides through the clouds part, and you finally see the facility. You see this floating island in the middle of nowhere. You basically, all you see are distant floating islands, right? Or parts of the Arc Sprawl on the ocean. But essentially, this place is just in the middle of nowhere. It's completely isolated, and the majority of this floating island is taken up by these enormous gray concrete blocks. The 2 buildings, there's the main building and that second building that is a good spot to hide out in. And these buildings, the only decoration that they have is pink neon strip lighting along the roof that's just faintly glowing down onto the walls below.
Fashionable, beautiful.
Nice.
Yes, but aside from that, as she approaches, I would like someone to make an assess roll.
You also might want to flick your connection again, by the way.
Yep.
Everybody make an assess roll, Oz. Because
it's breaking up hard.
All right, 1 second. Okay. Better?
Because
I should have done that in the break. My bad.
Yeah. Okay. So no, I would say one of you, and we'll say that Raja is assisting. Basically, she did a help. And
I would like to nominate myself, as I've got the cyber eyes with the magnification, the flare comp, the encrypted. Plus, I roll my synth, which is a +2 bonus.
And I'm going to give you a +1 forward for Raja's assistance.
Ooh,
sure.
Yes.
Sounds
Are
good.
we all good with me rolling the? All right. So +1 forward from Raja, and I says, all right, can you get me a little bit over the? Yeah, perfect, girl, wonderful. And I get, let's see, 3.
10.
Okay, so 3 and 3, 6, 7. Yeah, that's a 10, baby.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, you gain 3 hold. So you can spend 1 hold at any time to ask these questions, but you might want to ask some questions now.
Okay, so I'm kind of taking pictures with my eyes and kind of feeding them to everybody. What questions do we have, folks, right now? Because we know the gun turrets are there
And I'm
already.
in the system, so whenever I need to do anything.
I would like to, I think, what do you notice, and despite an effort to conceal it, would be a fun one.
Yeah, what am I zooming in on and just going what the fuck is that? Hello, baby.
Sure. An effort to conceal it. I would say there are there's a main helipad, right? That's off to the side of this island, and it just kind of, there's like an overhang, basically. Like it's held up by poles, and that's the you get the gist that this is like the main transport helipad. But you notice that there is actually a second hidden helipad on the top of the factory.
Ooh.
And
helipad.
And based on like just looking at it, you can tell like there's gaps basically between the helipad and the actual building, like the floor of that building, and you realize that this helipad is probably designed to lower into the facility.
Ooh, hey, and so I'm imagining Angel is just kind of like poking her head out of the helicopter, taking these eye pictures, and she's like relaying all this to Sinon, just like, yo, like look over there, check out that helipad. And she's probably even got Geppetto and Whistleblower watching too, like, I think that one goes down like in the facility. Like that would just get us right into the heart of the beast if we wanted to.
That's a decent way to start.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a good one. I almost let's see. Do we have, I mean, Palmer gave me a small list. If we want to use them all now. So that's one hold.
Yeah, I was also gonna pick the thing that they tried to conceal, but I'm gonna pick the boring thing that will help us do the job. And what is our best way in?
Yeah, what is my best way in?
The best way in is probably so here's the deal. If you were to use that rooftop helipad, it would create a lot of alert, right? Like something has touched down on this helipad, is being brought down into the building. And you don't necessarily see any like additional access. I mean, actually, no. You don't see any additional access. Like, there's no bonus stairs that like go into the building via secret door. Like, it's specifically meant to be lowered into the building. So the best way in is through one of the 4 cardinal directions of the factory, but probably the best way is the one that faces that second building, the one where everything is being stored, which is going to be the we'll say it's the west, because that's where the helipad, the perimeter helipad is. So that's where they would want to transport stuff out of, right? So, so the west entrance is the best way to enter. Now there is one catch. You notice that each of those 4 entrances, the cardinal directions, are being patrolled right now by a giant bipedal mecha.
Oh fuck!
Oh boy.
So
for fuck's sake.
If you can get past
hey, Geppetto, make
mecha,
friends with that.
If you can get past that mecha, then you can and any guards that are in the front doors, that'll get you in the easiest. The alternative is, if you take that executive helipad down, you need a reason. Like, you need to look like you're cleared to go in, and then that would let you circumvent all of that. So it's like 2 options.
Okay.
So yeah, oh guys, we have another reroll.
Another reroll.
Yay!
Nice.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, so the first thing she does when she sees the mecha, she's like, "Hey, Geppetto, make friends with that," and she points at it.
Geppetto, by the way.
He looks like a big cuddly boy.
Geppetto, by the way, is dressed in corporate. He's actually they're wearing what they would normally wear to work. In fact, they are wearing what they wear when they go to like board meetings, formal wear.
Okay. God.
With the data slate, they're looking very kind of like pressed. You know, in the same there's a psychological theory thing where if you walk into a busy place with a clipboard, people assume you know what you're doing and leave you to it. It's that theory.
I think that plays in with what I was sort of thinking. Let's style this up. Sorry.
Another thing I could do to help with that drone is I bet I could probably trick its targeting systems to say like, hey, you guys are good. Yeah, you're not a bad guy. You're all fine.
There is that too. I mean,
is this the thing that you are directly announcing to everybody or not?
Yeah.
Apart from making sure Geppetto checks for that cigarette case, I basically text the team and say that's one option, is I could try to mess with the drone sensors.
Please. I think Geppetto kind of like plaintively texts back, please don't hurt the people we're trying to liberate. That's not nice of you.
Okay.
I'm not planning to break it on. I just need to make an illusion, really. A magic trick, if you will.
Angel's like basically all infiltration gear. She's got her like neon skull mask, of course, but it's a lot of drab.
Sure.
Tank top, very tight pants, this is very understated for Angel, is what you're basically noticing. She's like more normally there's a lot of neon, a lot of bright colors with this girl, but not today. She looks serious. This is probably not a good thing.
All right.
More serious than whistleblower, though, is the question.
A whistleblower. How about we get? Can we get some kind of? You're in the system, right? Can we get? Send whoever's in charge around here a note that a VIP is coming, and we'll just come and land right on the roof, and I'll walk out with my suit and tie, and I've got my assistant here and my bodyguard.
In fact,
Nice.
I could even use you as an escort for Geppetto, because Geppetto's an employee technically, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Like, if they just run a basic scan that's like, is this person an employee of Memgold? It will say yes. The thing we've got to trick is how big of an employee? Like, is this the CEO or is this just some schmuck?
Let's provide a reason why he's here first. Why not use the storage building as an example?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was kind of going to go on the pretense of I am aware of, Geppetto chooses their words reasonably carefully, some small advancements in general service AI action integration. There's a lot of tech slang in there. That I can put enough spin on it to explain that this is something that I intend to contribute to their research. It is within my field of operations, so if they do back check that is a thing I should know. And it is affiliated to my department. Affiliated, not my exact department. I wouldn't give that away to you. That would be too much.
Okay, all right, so the plan is whistleblower. You still have hold, right, on the system?
Yes, I do have my console cowboy hold. Yes.
All right, cool. So
I haven't even hold I'm unaware of.
Oh, I see. So you're so that's like a defense-y thing, but your login, you're just in clean. Okay, cool. So so you're gonna give me a compromise security roll to basically create fake credentials for Sinon and Geppetto.
So make sure to let the team know that even though I'm logged in, it doesn't mean I'll necessarily,
I guess, for Angel,
get by. All right, so compromise security.
If we don't have credentials, we talk even faster.
Oh, yes.
Anyway,
that is indeed the plan.
Ozzy, could I argue that it's actually manipulate systems? That, basically I need to go in, find a schedule, and spoof that there's supposed to be a VIP coming in. So that way, if a guard has to check, then they'll be like, okay, yeah, I do actually see something here. It's kind of confidential, but yeah, I'll let you in.
I mean, the manipulate systems is for like mechanical bits. So anything that's automated, locks, lighting, emergency stuff like that. Compromise security is for stuff like cameras and as well as basically anything that would allow you to bypass security.
What I'll do then is I'll do my mind roll, and I'm gonna go ahead and use my I'm gonna use my hold from console cowboy to give me one forward.
All right.
Nice.
All right. It's in the 7 to 9 range. Oh wait,
that's a 9.
7, 8, 9. Yeah.
Okay. So I do gain a hold.
Well, remember, it's not a forward. Just so you know, the console cowboy doesn't give you a forward. What it does is increases your hold when you use compromise security by 1. So basically, with a 7 to 9, or basically an 8 is what you rolled because we're not counting that forward, right? You gain 1 hold, but then you use your console cowboy to gain 2 holds. So
okay, that makes sense.
All right, so you can spend 1 hold now to create fake credentials, and then you still have a hold to compromise further security the deeper they go in.
Awesome.
All right, so I'll go ahead and spoof all that for them. Gotta make sure I got 1 hold left. So that way they look like they're officially supposed to be here, and I'll ask Nathan while I'm doing this. Do you want to have an official escort while I'm doing this?
Who's Nathan? Geppetto is like, yes, that would be, it would give us all a reason to physically be here. By the by, Roger, it's very likely that after we do the bits and pieces that we do, we might have to leave rather swiftly. So, if you wouldn't mind, dear, moving the VTOL to below the normal entrance point, like there's the normal helicopter platform, and this is a suspended facility, right? So that there's empty air underneath. Geppetto, and then there's like, so if you wouldn't mind waiting there, my good friend here, Fast Track, because Geppetto, we discussed previously, Geppetto bringing some of the gunpla with him, in addition to Express, because obviously Express needs to be here. Fast Track has grapple arms, so we can rappel ourselves down to the VTOL rather than the VTOL being on the platform and getting noticed. But that's for egress, darling, not something that we need to do now. But just if you wouldn't mind hovering around there so you can keep yourself safe while we get this done.
Okay, so...
We never promised extraction, that's the thing.
Right, so here's basically the question. If you're going for the We Belong Here story, Raja will, look like, she'll spoof her thing to look like a memory gold chopper, right? And then land very publicly, very openly, right? And then she can just stay in the hangar, but she can be ready to help your egress.
Should we need to kind of leave desperately? Yeah, yes. No, I feel that. I guess it's just in the circumstance where stuff goes like really, really south. There is an alternative way for her to be able to put herself in a position that's safe and give us an opportunity to exit if we happen to end up leaving loud. Ideally, we don't leave loud, but you know how these things go. You know how we do.
Raja looks at you and says, I appreciate the concern, but trust me, I can handle myself. I'm a very good pilot. If I need to haul ass, I'll haul ass.
Nice.
Let me do my job.
Oh, sorry to offend.
None taken.
Geppetto genuinely looks quite sheepish and is like, yes, sorry. But no, that's fine in terms of our entry method of us all looking like we're supposed to be here. I'm cool with that.
All right. So
you get a text whistleblower that says, "Grab the case."
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
What's in the case? Yeah. What's happening? What's in the box? What's in the box?
Right. So,
we've got so many boxes.
I'll spend a crit if need be, but essentially, this case, it's gonna be a little silver box about the size of a cigarette case. You open it, and it's full of some very simple items. It's got contacts with they're basically clean, no trace, and they link straight to me. Nathan provided them, and they're contacts that let me see your feed, so I know where you're going, what you're doing, and there's an earpiece that can also catch the same stuff you're hearing. There's also little RFID chips that act as cameras and listening devices in case you need them.
Okay.
And Geppetto is still slightly disappointed that they are not keys to a car. Geppetto offers the eyes and ears to sign on.
I would say this costs 2 cred, because this is more complex restricted gear from a fixer.
Sure.
It's basic hacking programs are listed there, so I would say that this counts as well. So why don't we go ahead and add that then to Geppetto? Geppetto, you go ahead and add that to your gear that you have smart contacts and RFID
Yes.
and RFID chips.
You
said they were stealth tags. What were they again?
They're like stealth tags that could be cameras, like place them in case they need to watch somewhere, and they also have microphones equipped. So,
Bugs.
Sure. Oh, so bugs. They're bugs.
Yeah.
Cool.
They're bugs.
Mhm.
And
No,
however many I can get with 2 cred.
I would say probably like 2 bugs and the smart contacts. So
2 bugs. Okay.
Sure. Yeah, Geppetto pockets the bugs, but gives the eyes and ears to sign on.
Good. Sinan has become a junior vice president.
Damn.
I was gonna say
Damn.
there's a set of contacts for each of you guys.
It's multiple. Okay.
Yep.
I mean, that makes sense.
I mean, yeah, and Angel would definitely much rather use the contacts than also they probably cover up her cyber eyes, wouldn't they? Ooh. And like I was gonna say, like then rather than let Whistleblower into her eyes, because that's just.
Oh, we're about another $5 away from another reroll. Awesome.
Oh shit! Who wants a
to go take
ticket?
the plunge?
Get yourself some
Alright.
stuff, guys.
yeah.
Speaking of Oz, do we have something special to give away?
Actually, yes. At the end,
Yeah,
so
we
this is great. Great segue. We are actually going to be giving away 2 copies, PDF copies of the SPRAWL, plus mission files is included. It's a separate PDF that includes a bunch of different, basically just missions. And I believe also worlds, possibly. I'm not familiar with that book, but it's bonus content to help you run the SPRAWL. And this is courtesy of the game creator, Hamish Cameron. So thank you very much, Hamish. We're going to be giving away...
We love you, buddy.
Was it... I said 3 copies, right? It was 3.
You said
2. Ooh, 3.
Yeah, he upped... Yeah,
So
he upped it
many
to 3.
opportunities.
He upped it to 3. So there's going to be 3 giveaways. Although I don't know how to run it, so I think we'll leave it to Bobby on the... Oh, no, wait. The next one is... Yeah, we'll leave it to Bobby to do on his stream. I'll be like, hey, you need to do this. Yeah, it's his problem. But
We're supposed to be committing crimes, not giving things away.
Yeah,
We're not Robin
let's
Hooding.
go commit crimes.
So
Let's
you
go
can
commit
get an
theft and-
opportunity. Yeah, so you can get an
You can do
opportunity
crimes.
if you buy the $5 karma point. That gives you a raffle ticket and gives you the opportunity to potentially get this giveaway.
Yes, yes.
We're doing 3
Very
drawings.
good.
All right.
All right, cool.
Get
So
you some stuff.
helicopter.
It's time to space.
Yeah, let's do it. Helicopter lands on the helipad. Oh wait, we were also supposed to. Was the other hold also to communicate to them that you were arriving? I believe that was another.
Yes, I think that might be good.
I would assume that was going to be what was already pertained in spoofing the schedule thing.
Oh, like part of
you
the.
can easily just go in and say, hey. You can easily just go in and say, hey, look me up. I'm actually there. I know this is a surprise.
Okay, yeah. So so nobody expected you, right? So the oh geez, you look ghostly. Hold on. I was trying to fix your chroma key there, Palmer, and then I ended up making you look super transparent. Hold on.
He's the invisible man.
He's not dead yet. Yet.
Yet.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, under the suit, it's like the ribs are aching bad, you know?
So, the building asks Raja and this helicopter to identify itself. At which point, Raja, gives the standard bullshit answer of like that she got from her spoof code for the memory gold, and is able to just land, but everyone is still kind of like, what's going on? And so there's various security that comes onto the helipad. I guess basically they say they ask you to basically do kind of like a fly around as the helipad lowers, and then when it eventually comes back up, it has various different security personnel there, along with the facility administrator Jackie Wynn. And so
we got her name, didn't we?
No, you do not know who she is.
Oh, no,
this was a
that
cutaway.
We don't know.
Okay, I didn't remember if we had it or not.
Right. You basically say a female presenting Jamaican Vietnamese woman. in smart business casual, or smart business outfit, very memory golds all the way. The memory gold fashion. The security forces, you notice there are there's various rent-a-cops, but there's also cybernetic guard dogs, 2 of them that are at attention. And various androids there as well. They have their unusual builds. They're basically like, think like these very tall, svelte things with like very long necks that end up in a blank face mask. The rest of their skin is like this light pink, but then it ends in like this white face mask with like big anime eyes and a little slim mouth. And they have like they're just like kind of low hovering over the floor. And their necks just sort of crane in and out and side to side as they like watch the situation.
If one gets too close to Angel, she's just kind of just like she's got her mask on, so it's just kind of like a bear skull type of. She's gonna kind of just pantomime like biting at it, just. Don't.
So I'll text you guys. I'll just play reaction until you tell me what you need. Good luck.
As we're coming down, I would probably just ask Whistleblower to get me that boss's name. And that's it. That's probably like, I don't need much else than that, but anything else you can get quick before we hit the ground.
Yeah, if you want to spend that that 1 hold you have, absolutely, you can get her name.
We'll go and spend it.
All right. That's Jackie Wynn, facility admin.
Jackie Wynn. Maybe we can win her over, eh? Just kind of casually elbows Xenon, just like, No? Okay. Note to self, levity in this situation is not appreciated. Okay.
I think you've been sandbagged, Angel.
My,
that could be that.
Joseph,
you know what? Yeah.
Right. Joseph Pilgrim does not find that amusing.
Come, Mr. Pilgrim, we have much work to do.
God, I can't do.
Yes.
I don't know if I.
So we hit the ground. The door on this thing opens, or I think it's a ramp. I imagine a ramp. So the ramp comes down, and I sort of spearhead down the ramp, just coming out, just like this. Yeah. And then I look up, make eye contact with Miss Wynn. I see all the people like with their security weapons and stuff, and I just say, Miss Wynn, how lovely to meet you. And then I go in for the handshake. Joseph Pilgrim, Junior Vice President.
She hesitates momentarily. Can you give me? Well, actually, before we go for fast talk, we'll try and encompass it all.
Yeah.
She hesitates momentarily, and says, "Jackie Wynn," and shakes your hand. To what do we owe this unexpected pleasure?
Well, I think I can probably answer that. Hi, hello. And Geppetto also then leaves the VTOL. Since this is a fashion campaign, I mentioned previously that this is they're decked out in fashion appropriate for high-level board meetings. And Memory Gold is a big mashup of kind of like what would be like aesthetic high fashion game show wear, but also like street fashion. So it's like high top brogues. The blazer has like a very kind of smart t-shirt underneath. The lapels and like the piping on the blazer are all in gold, but the actual fabric is in Vanta black. So at this kind of like evening hour, it almost looks like a floating outline of a blazer that's coming down the VTOL workway.
So you've got kind of a Max Headroom thing going on.
Yeah, it's
nice.
It's very that.
Also, I don't know how this future can be so bad if we've somehow wrested Vanta Black from Anish Kapoor's dirty hands. So
No, we're missing out on We're missing out on a snazzy comment.
Gold.
Was Was that
Oh,
just?
no, robot.
Is it okay? So it's not just me, right?
But I hit him out.
No,
No.
it's no. I'm getting
Nathan?
it too.
Nathan, come back.
I think he's gonna reset the connection.
He's been
there,
hacked.
isn't he?
He's been hacked. Oh dear.
While I'm at it,
It's
I'll
getting
also
warm.
reset. I'll
Okay,
also reset
so-
mine. Because I figured, why not?
Cool. That's a good
Right?
time for it.
Yeah, since we's doing that, Angel, like I said earlier, she's dressed down, but still, you know, like.
Audio.
Nathan,
Oh,
here you are.
hello. Hi.
Yes.
Sorry about that. There was a connection blip on my.
Anyways, what were you snarking about, Mr. Kapoor? What were you snarking
Yeah,
about?
you say that like they Gold didn't buy out Anish Kapoor like 20 years ago.
That is true.
But he's pretty money motivated in real.
You're roboting again.
Effect.
Oh no.
Oh no, not the tech.
Man. All right.
Darn you,
Let's-
Discord.
So we'll hold
How
on.
dare you do this on our Streamathon?
We'll hold on what Geppetto is saying, but essentially, the the roboting is that's what the androids sound like as they're doing this. Meh, meh,
Yes.
We're just gonna make it the background noise from these creepy androids.
Oh God.
So we'll basically say that Nathan Geppetto gives the backstory.
Right.
There we are.
Okay.
There we are. No,
Are you?
you're not. And he's gone.
Right. Sorry about that. Yeah. We're moving to 4G. We're doing it old school. Okay. Hi. Hello. Am I coming through?
Yes, we hear
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
So far, so good. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. Sorry about that. Basically, they do the whole kind of spiel. I'm from the theme park Yume no Ume, because the theme park has a name now. It means Sea of Dreams in Japanese. It's super weeby. But yeah. I'm from there. We did some separate research that it came to our attention might behoove your current projects. I am here to share that information and hopefully even implement it.
I think that what we should do with this is Nathan can roll the fast talk and I will assist. Basically, I will
Right,
roll
by
links for
looking
that.
like your authority. Yeah.
Yeah, like as he explains, I'm just like too busy to even pay attention. I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
You're like, oh wait, Geppetto actually does know things about what the corp does. Maybe they should do the thing.
So
But
let me-
I appreciate the gravitas because there's no way Geppetto could do that on their own.
Yeah.
So while they're doing that, Angel has basically taken some cues from the whole like Memgoal has like some infusions of neon street fashion. So her like muscle attire is kind of adjusting to reflect that. There's a lot she's going with a lot of neon blue accents this time around, and has kind of taped out hotline in places to show only subtle accents, but it is still certainly that lovely silenced rifle we all know and love, and she's kind of holding it stone face. This is a first for her, so she's just kind of glaring ahead, kind of at attention.
Ooh.
Looking intimidating.
So with
how many
that's a
rerolls have we
6.
got?
We have 2.
We have one?
Dope.
Ooh.
We have 2.
I think we have two.
Unless we just got a new one.
Unless we got a new
Yo!
We're still $5 away.
Okay.
Although bear in
$5, come
mind-
on.
Bear in
Get
mind,
you a ticket!
Sinon, that rolling 6 doesn't necessarily punish you. It just means that you don't get to help.
Yeah, you know what?
But remember, I get to make a
that's true.
move whenever
I guess I'm
whenever
not.
somebody fails a thing. So
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna reroll.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck that.
7, 8.
Better.
All right, cool. So you're implicated in the results of the other character's move,
Well, I guess I had better not screw this up.
but you get a plus
then,
1
huh?
forward.
Mm-hmm.
+1.
Fast talk. With the +1 forward. That's a bonus of 3. That's pretty useful.
That is very helpful.
Yeah, very good.
There we go.
Yes! Yo!
12.
Nailed it!
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Let's see.
So yeah, that
So the other
roll was nailed.
Yeah, fast
awesome.
talk
One
on a
other thing I
12.
wanted to ask at this point. Sorry.
Yeah, let's double check what the 12 does. On a 10 plus, NPCs do what you want. PCs, they just do what you want. Period. Okay, great. So Jackie hears the story, looks to the side. She's never necessarily heard of Joseph Pilgrim, but there's memory gold is just so big. There's no way for her to know all these people. So, it was very convincing, and she forces a warm smile, and says, "All right, well then, gentlemen, if we'll go ahead and descend into the factory." And
yes.
That
would be absolutely delightful. Oh, I must introduce you to our current projects as well.
Excellent.
And Geppetto kind of like brings in the 3 members of the Gunpla, who have been repainted slightly to fit in with the general aesthetic of Memgold's like commercial robotics, because they're from the theme park division. So the design of them is still the same, but they're in a much more kind of like Overwatch loot box skin than before.
Oh, by the way, thing that I do want to actually, if you don't mind, I think we could actually retcon something here real quick. That help roll,
yes,
that you did originally, where it was a 6. Since you were using a disguise kit, I would say you got a +1 on this, so that would make it a 7, and you don't spend the reroll.
Okay.
Ooh.
Look at GM being nice.
Another thing I wanted to.
Yay!
You're super.
Oz is being nice.
Also,
Yo, that's a cheer from Trav.
Hey, Trav.
Nice. While we're sort of paused here, I did have a question about how my move covert entry would work in this situation, because basically now that we've lied our way in, this is the beginning of my social infiltration.
Right. So go ahead and broadcast the covert entry so that we can see. When you attempt to infiltrate a secure area alone.
But I also have the move Mother Duck, where when I succeed at covert entry, I can bring my team with me.
Ah, perfect. Okay, then yes, let's go ahead and roll cool.
Okay, sounds good.
Cool.
Because at the end of the day, chances are Jackie's looking to only, like, yes, Geppetto's the lead researcher, but generally she's going to be more interested in Joseph Pilgrim in this identity. Okay, so on a 7, you get.
Okay, 7 I get. Looks like I get 1 hold. And I also have just for people in the stream, I have another move called Face. After I spent all my covert entry hold, I get an intel. Like whatever I spend it on, I then get an intel because I was charming and graceful.
Yeah, and you were able to draw information from somebody.
Yeah, so as we're sort of descending the elevator, I'll engage in corporate speak with I forget her name, Jackie.
Yes. Yes, and she's absolutely very pleasant. It looks right now that everything is going according to plan. Now, where is it? I assume that you wanted to control this situation, so you wanted to have a meeting with her. Is that correct? So private meeting. Was I understanding that correctly? So that we could discuss the project.
I think Geppetto gives a good sign on a text, being kind of like, if you can give me an opportunity to essentially implement my research, with scare quotes, alone, that would be absolutely delightful.
Let's see. Yeah, I think that what we would like to do is if you and I could have a short face-to-face. Miss Wynn, or Ms. Wynn, and if I'm sorry, I forget, Nathan, what fake name that you gave.
Oh, for myself?
Yes, correct.
That's the interesting thing. Geppetto has showed up with their actual name, Kai Newitz.
Okay. Newitz, that's the last name? While Mix Newitz could be escorted to the central control server to look and see if their plans are compatible. Basically do an assessment and see whether or not their protocols will work on your project. And you and I can then discuss how that would be implemented.
Oh, so you need access to the central server.
Hey guys, we got another reroll. We just crossed 4250.
Bam!
Hey.
That's halfway to our stretch goal of getting the website all renovated. That's the word I wanted to use. I didn't want to use refuculated there because, like, come on, Allison.
All right, so you're
even
at
though
3
it's
rerolls.
such a wonderful word.
Can you give me so to access that central server, go ahead and give me the give me another fast talk to convince her to
Cool.
Yeah. I guess this flips the script, and I can help.
Yes, absolutely.
I can help.
Yeah,
sign
sounds
up.
good.
That seems fun. Do I even have hold with sign on? I think I do. I do.
Oh, I have one link with you. So.
Yeah. No, it's mutual. So I'm going to go and make my roll. Do I have any other bonuses? That's what I would like to spend. Give me just a second. Sorry.
I feel you, Angel. I need coffee.
No, that's specifically with whistleblower. So
Yeah. Okay.
no, it's bad.
Oh, that's really bad. We just got to reroll.
If it's okay with y'all, I'd like to reroll that.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah.
That's like close enough to Snake Eyes. It makes me uncomfortable.
Once we finish the mission and we're on the way out, we can fail as many rolls as we want and have it go terrible.
Yeah, but let us get to the thing first. Yeah.
But we're so smooth right now.
Yeah, this was going super well, and then luck deed me over. Okay, let's try that again. Much better.
All right.
That's much
Great.
better.
So
I like that.
plus one
Oh,
forward.
I like that one.
Yeah.
So plus one forward, but you're implicated.
I mean,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right. Let's see here. Do I have anything that I can use for forward?
Well, you have the plus one forward from Geppetto.
Yeah, aside from that, though, I don't think.
We could still call the plus one disguise. The disguise is still a plus one. Remember, you would still it still
okay.
counts.
Another plus one on that then.
8.
So that
9,
is
10,
this is
11.
10
Yeah, 11. Nice. Teamwork.
Nice. Yep. NPCs do what you want. Okay. So
yeah,
then they say,
awesome.
So Jackie says, certainly, I will have to accompany, of course. I have the server room is protected by biometric locks that only myself and our lead technician, Winston, can access. So I will be happy to either have myself or him accompany Mr. Newitz. I'm sorry, Mix Newitz.
Mix.
You get
Yeah.
a text.
Mix.
You get a text in your eye vision. Wait, isn't that the boss of the guy you beat up last night?
So I think, I think so. I think that the appropriate thing for JVP Pilgrim to say is that it makes more sense for the technician to go with the technician, and not the executive. We don't need to be in a server room.
I agree. And she kind of like she flicks the air and contacts via AR, contacts Winston and say, Winston, I need you to escort Mr. Mix Newitz. I need you to escort
Please just
them.
call me Kai. It's fine.
Kai. I need you to escort Kai to the server room. and basically gives all of the details that Winston would need to be on the same page, on board on the same page. So
excellent.
All right, so so you descend into this facility. It's basically this big hangar room. And it's just hangar room after hangar room after hangar room, right? Eventually, like from the distance, you see, the Winston Obata making his way towards you until you finally meet up like 1 minute later, and and he shakes your hands, introduces himself, and says, "Please come with me," and escorts Geppetto to the main server room. And then JVP Joseph Pilgrim can go off with Jackie Wynn to have a totally fake meeting.
Perfect.
Okay. So I actually have a question. Who are we sending Angel with? Are we sending her with Geppetto, or are we sending her with Mr. Pilgrim?
I wanted to bring that up, actually. I want to let you decide that. I am fine to let you decide who you want to hang with.
I was going to send a message to ask Kai, but if he's sort of like shrug emoji back, then let's
Angel's just like in sit down and shut up and listen mode right now. She really doesn't want to fuck this up, so oh god, who should she go with?
You're in the lion's den right now. Like I
am. She is laser focused.
But you have the lion tamed. You have everything under control right now.
Yeah, she's just kind of playing the cool, calm, will literally just blow you up if you try anything funny type security guard right now.
I think. Sorry, Geppetto does say, well, I have 3 of some of my very best friends with me, so don't worry, I'm being looked after.
And she just nods and goes to follow Mr. Pilgrim.
Yeah, that does make a lot of sense.
So Winston
Mr. Pilgrim. Yep. Winston don't know who the fuck this is. Bitch. Nah.
So Winston navigates Geppetto through the facility until it gets to the center of this facility, does a retinal and a handprint scan and a passcode, and then the elevator doors open. And he does the same thing within the inside of the elevator, and then the elevator goes down. It's like this little circular, it's like a little circular space. It's only really meant to hold a few people at a time. So like you're all kind of crammed in together since it's 2 of you plus your 2 androids plus little dragonfly Pantone.
3?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Little dragonfly.
True. Actually, this is an interesting point. How does Obata feel about being in such close quarters with a bunch of robots?
Well, he's the lead technician, so honestly, like I think he's probably sizing up these droids and very interested in their build and what they're for. And the story is that these are for the Sea of Dreams theme park. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. So, we have recently been working on a little bit of, experiential AI gathering research by letting them experience kind of human connection outside of the very limited scope within the theme park. They are way better suited to recognizing certain bodily tells that humans give that they might not pick up when they're interacting with them in a limited way. Would you like a demonstration?
Sure, that'd be great.
Absolutely. So, and Geppetto pulls out like 2 ballpoint pens in his hands and is like, okay, so wait an indeterminate number of seconds, like choose between 1 to 5 seconds in your head, and count that many seconds, and then go for a pen. And my assistant here, Ash32-Y, gesturing towards Express, will pick up the pen before you do. And that isn't guessing. They are recognizing the micro movements in your hands and predicting what you're going to do from that.
Okay.
Which is a thing real robots can do. It's neat.
Yeah. All right. So Winston makes the move for the left pen. At which point, Express.
I've lost your audio again. Sorry.
Ah, damn.
Is it just me?
We at this point we know it's.
Would you mind?
It's, yeah. Thank you to everybody in chat for dealing with us and the constant little quick flickers. Yeah, so he goes for the left pen. And
which makes the move. Cool.
Yeah, and Express.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah, Express like just very gently snatches the pen from your hand before he's able to access it. And he's like, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
This is it's an interesting advancement.
It's astounding what you can do if you go and give them a little bit of human experiential time. But I am of the understanding that your manufacturing output is so high that trying to give them all individually some time in the sun would probably set your project back by 6 months.
I see. Well, we have a bit of a.
Oh, no, did that come through?
I heard what he said.
God damn it.
There we go. No, you're good. You're good. Ish.
Ish. Okay, correct.
You're good. You're fine.
Yeah.
All right. So you had said that if we partner with going with these robots, then it's going to set this facility's production back by 6 months. Is that what you said?
Basically, if you decided to, hopefully this comes through. If you decided to go and send each one of your very large number of robots out into the to go and do the same AI building, that would take you way too long, which is why I'm here. I could go and give you that pre-made neural network pathing direct into the system, and then they all can download it on a time.
That's interesting. You know, we've been thinking that it's very important for our smart mechas. They're essentially meant to patrol and police and for war if necessary. And it certainly this kind of technology would allow our mechas to basically strike first, if you will.
Yes, I mean, in our current policing landscape. In our current policing landscape, it's all too easy for a human policeman to see somebody reach into their pocket, fire a little too early, and it turns out that they were just trying to get a ballpoint pen or their smartphone. So, stares into camera. Why not instead have somebody who can make those mental connections and the snap judgments way faster and not have a whole bunch of innocent people be shot?
Genius. I'm impressed. I see we're on the same page.
About safety net.
Yeah, we're on the same page. Yes. Yeah. Winston. Actually, yes. Winston will say. That's excellent, because a feature like this would allow us to put safety net further out of business, especially when it comes to policing. We have an interest in seizing that sector of the market. Well, yes. Missed whatever he said as a response. There. Okay, I think you're back.
Sorry. Do you mind if we have a very brief kind of like scene change to what's going on elsewhere?
Absolutely.
While I can make sure that my connection isn't crapping itself? I apologize.
Sure, no problem. It's fine. Okay, so scene change is Joseph Pilgrim Joseph Pilgrim with Jackie Wynn, who is being escorted by two of the security androids.
And then yours truly.
And yes, and Angel following along. And so like Angel, every time that you look over to the androids, you see like the androids just do like they're looking front, they're following, and then they just kind of like.
They just kind of like look at me like funny.
That. Yeah, they're just scanning you.
And so like one gets like this close to my face, she just kind of goes.
That is not nice.
She doesn't like that. It's also not nice to violate somebody's personal space.
Noted. Arcs its
and
neck
Angel
back.
Angel just kind of gives herself a mental pat on the head, like, damn right, girl. Bitch. she just like in her head, she's going like, bitch. Gotcha.
Excellent.
Nah, but she's just.
Yeah. So I think as Jackie Wynn opens the door to her office and to like a corporate meeting room that you follow her into, and the elevator doors open into the server room, I think that's a great time to say that's the end of today's episode of The Sprawl.
Okay, awesome.
Oh, man.
Oh my god. Once again, leaving us
Another
on
cliffhanger.
I cannot.
This is a cliffhanger where things are in motion, though. So, you know, it's.
Yeah,
all good.
no,
It's
things are
Yeah,
like.
it's so good.
So it's more like a cliff tumble instead of a cliffhanger.
Right? Yeah, so oh man, I'm so excited. You guys, this was slick. I was expecting to like,
Nice!
you know, I'm
We
still
fucking
ready.
nailed it. That was a good one.
Well done, team. Yeah, all
Black
of those
trench coat,
abilities
man.
together. That is sick AF.
I'm glad I kind of got that last little quip in.
Yeah.
That was fun. I was just like, hey, that's not very nice. And just like, bitch, you're the one who got like this close to my face. Excuse you. Checking out the merchandise much?
Everybody wants your eyes.
Those are
want your
mine.
eyes,
Fuck
Angel.
you.
They're
So,
mine. I stole them. Okay.
all right. So, yes,
You know, that's the 5-finger discount. Jeez.
There you go.
chat.
Can't fucking believe you guys.
So chat's like, what? No, cliffhanger. Yeah, we will continue this campaign. This is an ongoing campaign where this is our 3rd episode.
Oh my God.
And it's going to continue in 2 weeks, same time as here on the Streamathon at 1 p.m. from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. Our next episode will be July 6th,
Yep.
if I'm not mistaken.
We'll see you then.
So-
Oh. Oz, I might have to talk to you about that.
Okay.
That might not work with me.
We'll discuss.
yeah.
Well, either
Yeah,
way,
sorry.
stay tuned. Follow us on @SRCasters on Twitter, where we are on our Discord channel, Shadowcasters.network/Discord, where you can keep up with us and exactly all of our movements as to our sometimes flexible streaming schedule. So. With that, I want to give everybody an opportunity to plug themselves and their stuff before we swap our programming over. And actually, wait, but before, I do also want to mention thank you everybody for all of the donations that you made during the stream, all
Yeah,
of the
thank
support
you.
and the
Thank
fundraiser.
you.
God, you are all
so
wonderful. And we are saving these rerolls for a rainy day.
Yes, yeah, they're still
I'm glad
available.
we didn't have to use. Yeah, we didn't have to use a ton of them, which is great because things just kind of went.
Yeah.
It did. But this is the point where things could maybe not go.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. We are currently halfway to our stretch goal, our $500 stretch goal, to update our website. And if we make it to 5,000 by the end of the Streamathon, we can hire additional staff so that Bobby and I can sleep and we can provide.
There you go.
That would be spectacular. Please get
That
Oz
would
some
be
sleep.
amazing. It means you get more content, guys. You want that, right?
You get better quality content.
Better
where it's
quality
just like
content.
now
I
we're not
would say-
making videos on 0 sleep. Trust me,
Yeah.
I know the feel. So
Yeah.
yeah, get these boys some sleep, please.
Poor guys.
Sleep you
Look
wish.
at Oz.
And
Look at poor Oz. Don't
I
you
do-
feel for that man?
yeah, no, I look so tired right now. I actually am really tired. I just woke up like this. So
Nice.
what was I going to say? Oh, speaking of which, one of the things that happened during our fundraiser was we met a milestone, which is I do a choreographed dance on the Streamathon. So
Yes.
just so that you all know, for helping us get to 1,500 before we started the Streamathon at a specific time, I will be dancing to Britney Spears' I Am a Slave for You in my terrace for all of you to witness. And I have spent a little time there choreographing this dance. So I will be doing that at 4:45. So right after this segment with Bobby. regarding Shadowrun. I believe the next is the Neo-Anarchist Streetpedia. So
okay, cool.
He's going to do a segment on the newest release book. So yeah, stick around. 4:45. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
Let's start. Allison, plug your stuff.
Oh gosh, that's me. Hi. Okay. What order? Okay, so first, Twitter, PbtA, Twitch down there, and that means, well, the Twitch in my Twitter name means I'm on Twitch, and I'm on Twitch most days. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and the Saturdays when I am not here on the SPRAWL, I'm usually streaming as well in the morning. So if you're bored, if you're just waking up, put me on! Chat me up, let's have coffee together. Hell yeah! It's a fun time. If you want a lovely, small, fun, inclusive community, stop by. That's the big one. And I just wanted to plug that after this next segment, a little Shadowrun, I'm going to be back. You get to see more of me. Lucky you.
Oh yeah, that's right. Optiverse, yeah.
Optiverse Killing Time Part 2. And oh boy, I'm ready to play some Mutants and Masterminds. I got my character sheet right here. I'm all stoked.
Nice.
Yeah.
And also,
see me next, but yes.
You know where we're at right now? 24 hours streaming total. So we are now 2/3 of the way through our Streamathon.
We're on the home stretch! Woo!
Myson.
We got this, guys. Oh, hi, that's me. My name is Myson. That's weird. Hi, everybody. I'm Myson, otherwise known as Misfortune, with a 1 and a 0. I'm just that weird guy who's on the internet doing things. I have been freelancing for a bit. I've been over on the Bubbernaut doing a Shadowrun game, and now I'm about to do my own podcast. And we have a date, ladies and gentlemen. Here first. It is Chrome City Chronicles, an Indianapolis-themed, Augment City-themed Shadowrun actual play, as well as an audio drama on a prologue event of our first season I ran in my Meat Space group. It's going to be a detective story. It's going to be awesome. We are launching on July 26th. I am super duper excited for it.
Mark them calendars.
We're going to try and launch our... Yeah, mark your calendars, please. We're going to need it. But otherwise, I am just on Twitch, rarely. And I'm here. That's about it. That's me.
Nice.
Next.
Nathan.
Hi, I'm Nathan Blades, the androgynous android game show host from the future and your new favorite parasocial relationship. You can listen to more of my delightful voice on the Talent Agency podcast, available on Podbean and iTunes. It's run in Shadowrun Anarchy most of the time and in other Cyberpunk systems some of the time. And I like to describe it as queer cyberpunk voguing action. It's great. If you want to see more of my beautiful face on camera, I'm going to actually be starting my official Twitch career. You know, it doesn't pay, but hey, it's a career. Next week on the Neon Caster, we are going to be doing a Cyberpunk book club, playing through 3 hours of Read Only Memories 2064. So if you want to kind of talk about if you want to talk about what makes good cyberpunk, what makes good video game writing, and other interesting highbrow topics, join me on some day. I haven't said it yet. I'm organized like that. You can find out the official date on my Twitter just below my head.
Make sure to DM me about that, because I love that game. I was actually discussing the music with Palmer earlier. I'm just like, yeah. And actually, I have a lot of stuff to say about one of the characters. RE, my own personal growth. So yeah.
Excellent. So yes, hopefully see y'all next week on that. It will be in UK time rather than US. But that's easy for you guys to meet. It's fine.
Yeah. All right. And last but not least, Palmer.
I am Palmer. I am the producer of the in-character Shadowrun Philosophy podcast starring Ziggy the Troll, aka Oz, called Radio Free Detroit. We are currently in the middle of our 30-day consecutive release audio drama collaboration with the Neo-Anarchist podcast and Deniable Assets called Blackout. We are on day 22. So now's a good time to catch up before the day 23 drops sometime tomorrow after I edit it, after I'm finished streaming all these things.
I've been listening up to episode 12, guys. It's great.
Yeah, absolutely.
God.
And last but not least, I am Oz. I'm the Game Master and our Master of Ceremonies here. I am also the Game Master on Join the Anarchy, the interactive improvised Shadowrun Anarchy actual play here on Shadowcasters Network, which we're going to have a special episode at 9 p.m. Eastern today as part of the Streamathon. And actually, I won't be GMing that one. Trav will. So,
nice.
And we're going to be playing Horizon Employees. So it's going to be great.
Possibly go wrong.
Yep.
I gotta.
So definitely tune in.
All my stuff.
It's at 9 p.m. Eastern, and then at 4:45 p.m. Eastern, I will be dancing for your arousal. So everyone, stay tuned, and I'm gonna swap over to PbtA. So thank you, everybody. Have a great night, and see you soon.
Goodbye.
Bye.